Yo, yeah, you up in this hole right now. All right, let me make sure y'all can hear me first. Okay, y'all can hear me. We good to go. Loud and clear up in this hole. Yep, this is how it is, man. This is how it is. This is exactly how it is, and people don't even understand this shit. Yeah, I don't even understand, man. Wait for a few folks to get up in here before we start off. You know. So, lately, people been watching the buzz on the streets as the Breakfast Club interview, the Breakfast Club, and the Sway interview with Anthony Joshua. I didn't watch it all. I watched some of it. Um I couldn't I couldn't I couldn't I can't watch all that shit, man. It's just I'm like listening to it, hearing this guy rambling on, you know, about his career and where he's taking it off to. And what's up, King Louis? What's up, Syndicate? What's happening, folks? And where he's trying to take it. And of course he gives off the spiel about, where he's, 17, 16, 17 fights. And what everybody else did to in their career, and stuff like that. And don't bring up the fact that he chased the belts. He chased the belts, avoided, Deontay Wilder, and did what he needed to do. But he danced around a few things that I saw, man. But all in all, what do you expect this guy to do? You know, what do we expect this guy to do? We're not expecting this guy to go up there and give 100% truth and stuff like that. It ain't gonna happen if you do. If you did do that, you know, actually, it probably would have been a good thing because then we have people have more shit to talk about him. It'd have been, more people get to know his name, even though it's in a negative way. But shit, more people still know you. You know. Um, did you guys out there? Did you guys watch the interview? What did you guys think about the interview out there? What did you guys think about this Anthony Joshua interview, man? I really don't care for him. I really didn't want to watch it, but at least I had to watch some of it to say, at least kind of talk about it and stuff like that. But he's not on these interviews to just to do the interviews. They're getting their name known out here, in the United States, and that's what I keep trying to tell people. We can sit up in here and we can say, oh man, he exposed himself and stuff like that. This motherfucker been exposed himself. He been exposed himself. He been butt naked out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? He's been told on themselves. They told on themselves with the 15 million flat fee offer, the 12 million flat fee offer, no rematch clause, and then try to make the fight when he's fucking trying to fight fucking Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fight fucking Tyson Fury. Now you all of a sudden you want to give this guy a rematch clause. Now all of a sudden you want to play ball and get this guy out of his fight that he's trying to make with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to get played the fool and stretched along and all that stuff. That's the reason why this motherfucker ain't fighting you. And then Anthony Joshua gonna say, well, they trying to freeze me out, him and Fury. They ain't trying to freeze you out. Deontay Wilder's trying to make a fight with Fury right now. That's what he's been trying to do. After that fight, after that December 1st fight, that's all he's been trying to do, and y'all know that. If y'all wanted to make the Deontay Wilder fight, y'all could have made that a long time ago. But instead, y'all chose to play games. You know what I'm saying? You chose to play fucking games. Deontay Wilder wasn't going to freeze your ass out. He was just saying, wait, I got this dude coming up. And then if you really think about it, I got all these other fights that I got lined up for a 2-year span, just like you stretch your shit out. Just like you say, oh, I got a plan. I like my career planned out. So this motherfucker can't have shit planned out for the last 2 years, or he's just supposed to go by fight basis, figure out who he gonna fight. You know, at this time, okay, we fighting Fury. Bam. After that fight, he's just supposed to say, oh, who I'm gonna fight next? Look around. That's what you expect him to do when you plan your shit out. Until the fight Wilder or Ortiz. Oh, Syndicate said until he fight Wilder or Ortiz, the hell with his interview. Yep. You ain't lying. King Louis said, bro, why is Deontay getting disrespectful offers? Wilder ain't getting disrespectful offers. Bob Arum offered that $3 million shit so he can so Wilder can fucking sit there and be like, yeah, okay. So he can agree. So he can be in agreement with these guys to step aside so they can hope that the WBC won't fucking boot them out the rankings. Because if you hear Bob Arum is like, who was they to tell us who we gonna fight? Yeah, good luck. Good luck with the WBC telling us who to fight. So Bob Arum was already making it seem like if we really want to, we just get y'all kick us out of the rankings. And then fucking Tyson Fury's out there. Yeah, man, whatever the promoters and the managers want to do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever fight they got, that's where I'm going. So come on, man. These cats out here, man. Bob Arum threatening to leave the WBC rankings. And then you got fucking Tyson Fury out here talking about I'm gonna do some bitch shit. King Louis, if it's ordered, don't it's supposed to go to purse bid? Nah, if it's ordered, it only goes to purse bid as if both parties can't come to agreement to make a contract within a certain amount of time frame dated by the WBC. That's the only time it goes to the purse bid. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time it go to the purse bid. So if it go to purse bid, and if they don't want to make, look, it's a mandatory. So it's the WBC ordered it to be a mandatory fight. They don't want to do it. He's out of the rankings. I mean, that's just how it is. You don't want to go by the rules and regulations of the WBC. Bye. I mean, that's if Wilder don't want that offer, it don't matter what Wilder wants because Wilder is going to get the 60%. If it goes to purse bid, it's going to be 60-40. So Tyson Fury might as well take the 50-50, which I'm thinking that's what it is. I'm thinking it's 50-50. Because why would you want it to go to purse bid when that doesn't mean you're going to make that much money? That just means that you're going to get majority of the split. The purse bid is supposed to be able so whoever it goes to the best person that's going to do the best job. You know what I'm saying? That whole purse bid, the WBC wants to fight. The WBC wants to fight. WBC president even out there saying that these two guys owe the fans a fucking rematch. That's what he's saying. These two guys owe the WBC a rematch. You know, and the disgusting thing about it is Tyson Fury. You didn't he's like a it's like a female that accepted the dick during the time and then the next day called rape. Motherfucker, it was a draw. You got knocked down twice. Almost got counted out. Well, got counted out by my count, but almost got counted out by the ref's count. And in most matches, I've seen people get up right around when you got up, and the ref waves off the fight, even if they did look fine. Don't be chopping. These cats, man, is off the chain, bruh. They off the chain. I sent you an email, King Louis. They off the chain, man. There's all types of evidence out there that these guys already own it. I said it in the other interview. What's up?
Hey, bro, this stuff deeper than what we think, bro.
It ain't
Listen,
deeper. It ain't deeper. I'll tell you that
why
much.
did they make Deontay Wilder's offer public when we ain't know Bob Arum then was even in communications with Frank Warren and Tyson Fury? He's offering, like you say, he's making the offer to make it seem like he's fair, but if it's been ordered, Deontay Wilder doesn't take that deal. They not finna take a deal from Deontay Wilder because he's on a deal with ESPN. So only thing I can see him doing is dropping the WBC ranking to go for the WBA ranking, which Bob which I've been hearing he owns the WBA. So he's finna become Fury's finna become ranked or basically a mandatory for Joshua. They trying to jump Wilder. He don't want to go in the ring with Wilder no more, bro. For them to sit there and say they offered the man for a one fight deal, just to say, just for, if he takes it, that means you dumb enough to play it on fate, and we can still play you. Wilder not finna take no. Listen, you finna give Fury 20 million for a tune up if he fights on that first year of the deal. I mean, the first fight of the deal is a tune up. It ain't who he gonna fight. Brian Jennings, who in America to try to build his name. It's not gonna be Deontay Wilder. It's not gonna be Luis Ortiz where he can lose. So only thing I can see him fighting a bomb. And if it's $100 million fight for five, that's 20 million. And they trying to offer Wilder 3 million pounds. That's not fair.
No, that 3 million pounds. That 3 million pounds was for him. It's basically like,
To fight a fight before Tyson, but Tyson
yeah.
fighting the fight before Wilder
It was,
for 20 million.
but it was no. It's not like that. That 20 million is part of that 80 million.
I
But
know that.
it's
I
not.
know
It's
that.
not
I
20. I think it's
listen.
like 16 or whatever, like that, or whatever.
But
That
still, he
three.
getting
Hold up.
paid
Hold up. Hold up.
more.
Hold up. Hold up. I understand that, but he's part of a contract to help build the ESPN. That $3 million was for Wilder to agree with them so they could go and fight somebody else. Which is, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a step aside. It's kind of like a
I,
step aside. It's not. It's not. It's not like he's giving them. This is just my
I
opinion.
guess that, but this is what I'm saying they trying to do. They try to subvent what's going on now. Wilder's the A side right now. They trying to offer him B side money, which he ain't gonna take to take a tuna fight because he can go fight some on his own without taking that money from them. So they don't care about the WBC. This is what I'm taking it because why would he go to Bob Arum? Only
But
thing
that's.
I can think of is to get ranked in the WBA.
I mean, that's
Real
that's
shit
that's
to
that's,
go
that's
for tight to go for AJ, and then if he choose to come back for Wilder, if he's successful for beating AJ, then they can renegotiate all this shit because they on new terms. That's what
hmm.
I'm saying. So that's a fucking duck.
I
You
mean,
sit
but
there.
hold up. But we already know it's a duck.
All right,
You know, we already know it's a duck. I mean,
man.
soon as he came out there and fixed his lips to say, "I'm gonna do what the promoters tell me to do," it's a duck. He ain't fighting him. Bob Arum already wants him to take that. You already know the manager already said that they want him to take a tune up. A tune up for what? A tune up for what?
If Wilder's a bump, and this something else. He was saying it earlier in the fight. Just watch the fight. I watched that whole goddamn fight. You calling Wilder a bum. And
No,
Wilder
but
touched his ass.
I
And
put it. I
the
put it like
first time
this.
Wilder touched him, look at Tyson. He wasn't fighting the
I put
same.
it like
Even though he
this.
was oppressive,
I put it
Wilder
like
let
this.
him off the
If
hook.
Wilder was a bum, let me. This is how I
Fight him.
saw. This is how
Why
I
you need
saw
to
the
tune
fight.
up for a bomb?
No,
Why you need
no,
to tune
I'm
up?
not only that, but like when I watched that fight, and I'm looking like this dude. Obviously, what did he do? Jab. What did he do? Like used a couple angles, but he didn't box fucking Deontay Wilder post to post.
No, he
In
didn't
my
sit his
opinion,
feet
to
down and
me,
do nothing. He ran.
to me, you can't sit up over there and talk about you outbox this dude post to post. You was knocking your jab down this dude's throat
No.
when you couldn't stop him from knocking you down twice, and
It's not even that. When a
some people
person
say
say
three
you
times.
whoop, if I say I whooped a nigga post to post, corner to corner, wall to wall, nigga, that mean that man, I was the aggressor the whole fight. I was walking him down the whole fight. I wasn't dropping back. I ain't give a fuck about his power. I was just walking his ass down. That's why I take.
He wasn't doing all that.
He'll come in there, tap tap tap, and run. Tap tap and run.
He acting like it was like a straight clinic and all that stuff. But the thing that gets me is if your trainer is gonna sit there and say, nah, we're gonna take a tune up, and then Bob Arum saying this, and now you saying this, then all that shit about you, that moral victory and all that shit's out the window. And that shit
Hey,
was way out the window for me when after the fight you couldn't even fix your lips to say you
you,
won.
you can't even take the moral victory when you come in, called him a bum, and like, cause niggas was criticizing you, Tyson. You saying what? No, everybody wrong. This nigga ain't what y'all think he is, and I'm gonna show you. And he showed you he's what the fuck you everybody said he was. Now he gonna take the moral victory. You can't take the moral victory if you wasn't talking that way in the beginning. When you were like, I'm gonna take this man serious, he's this. No, you were trying to call him a bum, talking about he don't know how to fight. He ain't never fought a fighter like you. You gonna show him like you showed everybody else. So when he gets in there and show you something else, now you want to respect him. That's what I'm saying. Can't let them control the narrative. They trying to control the narrative.
Oh, well, it's not really just it's the narrative and it's the market. The market. They trying to control the narrative and they're trying to control the market. The whole thing about it is that I keep trying to tell these dumbass motherfuckers around here. Well, I'm not gonna call them. Look, I keep trying to tell people that are Anthony Joshua adamant, like Anthony Joshua fans and Edward Hearn fans and Matchroom Boxing fans. It's not the money that a promoter or a network wants to give a fighter that's going to make somebody the A side or make somebody get the lion's share or the majority share of the purse. That's not what it is. Anthony Joshua might be getting $25 million for his fight with Miller.
This is his career payday.
Hold up. Tyson Fury might be getting $25 million for his next fight, fighting a nobody. But the whole thing about it is none of them fights are going to generate any type of revenue. You mean to tell me that you're going to say that, oh, well, Anthony Joshua is getting $25 million. What is he getting for his next fight? You know, he's not getting this. Okay, what is Big Baby Miller getting?
You got to watch the whole narrative, Michael.
And then I, that's what I'm saying. As Big Baby Miller is getting $5 million up front before the fight, that's not even what the fucking fight generated. The fight,
Big homie, did you think Tyson think he could beat Deontay Wilder or even draw with him going into that fight? Just being honest. Just be honest.
I don't think that
he didn't. He was going for the money at the end of his career.
I don't think it's just that.
He was going for the money.
I think it's the losers of Ganger is outweighing what he should be doing.
No, I'm telling you something. He went in that fight like this here. If win, lose, or draw, I can always get Anthony Joshua. And I'm going to listen, his name going to be bigger just because he challenged Deontay Wilder before Anthony Joshua.
But that's not the point.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make a point.
I understand. But what I was trying to say before this was that I'm trying to make a point about that these cats are using I'm trying to say that these guys are the A side because the promoters and networks already have a contract with these guys.
But I'm telling you how Tyson even got
hold up. But none of these guys fights are going to generate anything. The Big Baby Miller versus AJ is not going to generate what a Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury or a Deontay Wilder AJ fight is going to do. Edward Hearn is already out there saying that Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua does 1 million pay-per-view buys. So if that's the case, how the fuck is Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury even remotely considered the A side when the reason why Anthony Joshua is fighting over here is because of the zone and they want to build their American brand, but nobody knows them. So how the fuck the next fight?
They can't be, but they just talking about.
Hold up. So
they have to be the A side. That's how they talking.
Out of one fight in the U.S., you're supposed to get the majority of the pay-per-view ticket sales. How are you supposed to get that? Because if it's a 1 million times 75, that's $75 million. Now, when you take that $75 million, how the fuck is majority of those fans going to be buying a ticket to watch Anthony Joshua when they don't know your name because you ain't fighting nobody on a network that nobody even fucking knows? Fair. And then when you go down the list of things, you're like, you only had one fight in the U.S. on a network that nobody knows. Nobody really fucking knows you. So why would you think that more than 50% of the pay-per-view buyers are buying the fight to watch Anthony Joshua? No, they watching the more than 50%. I'm going to say about 75, 85, 95, probably that goddamn high is willing to watch that paid $75 to $85 to watch Deontay Wilder fight a credible opponent, not Anthony Joshua fighting a credible opponent. And that's what I'm trying to tell these dumbasses out there. These motherfuckers think that the Zone is gonna make more money than fucking Showtime. These motherfuckers think that ESPN is gonna make more money than fucking Showtime. ESPN done fucked up. They took a product.
That's not ESPN is moving up fast. You just can't discount them because listen, they're gonna have more success than the Zone.
This how I'm gonna discount it. This how I'm gonna discount it. This dude Tyson Fury is a product that's not even fucking approved by the FDA. You can't even fucking eat this shit without even fucking being in fear that you're gonna fucking get sick and die. He's not proven. He's not proven to sell shit, but not even he can't even sell cocaine.
Let me give you the point. I'm gonna tell you how he got there, Michael. I'm gonna tell you how he got there.
Hold up. So this is what's gonna happen. ESPN didn't give that fucking or whoever didn't get this dude $80 fucking million just to get that $80 fucking million back. They're thinking in their head that they're going to be making more money than what they gave this sucker. What's up, John Black Johnny? You can go ahead, King Louis.
See, listen, this is how he got there, bro. My point for you, I know you, boy, that's the $75 million question what you just asked. But this is how he got to it. And you just got to see how he got there. And you just, hey, I can't blame him. But it's a bitch move, and I ain't going to. Remember a couple days ago, I was like, damn, I'm surprised Fury took it. I thought Fury was a man. Thought Fury was finna take this fight. And then I'm talking about the next motherfucking day. He signs with ESPN, Bob Arum. Put some middleman in there. I'm like, why you putting middleman in this shit? So then I'm like, I go back and look, what was Tyson Fury's original plan? Well, I'll fight this man. And Deontay gave him 50-50 because Deontay wants to fight. He's being fair. Everybody know Deontay fair. That's why he knew he can go there and get a fair deal. Got the deal and got a judgment that was favorable for him. It wasn't a loss. It was we don't know. A win would have been even better. A win, he would have got a Canelo deal. You understand what I'm saying? But that wasn't on the plate. His plan was going to fight Joshua, maybe tackle him some shit in the UK, give him a couple more paydays and retire. Now this shit just prolonged this nigga career. That draw, so except for going into the next dangerous fight, like, bro, you know what you can generate with Deontay Wilder because you just generated with him. And then just with the weight, they trying to put the Floyd Mayweather factor in there. So they were like, well, I can fight him in a year and a half or 2 years. I can get this fight deal done like this here. Even though it's to 2020, I get this shit done by the middle of next year. Just fight bombs. Free bands. He's robbing Bob Arum. Bob Arum is trying to hold up the fight because he's trying to get Deontay Wilder because he's a free agent. My question, and Top Cats, legendary Top Cats had brought this up. What is Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman really doing for Deontay Wilder? All these other motherfuckers is putting their money where their mouth is. And Deontay Wilder is.
I got that for you. So the first off, Tyson Fury's plan. This is what Tyson Fury's plan. Tyson Fury's plan was always Bob Arum was already talking to this cat, and the reason why I'm telling you that Bob Arum was already talking to this cat because Tyson Fury was banking on beating Deontay Wilder and staying his punk ass up over here.
I don't think he thought he was gonna beat Deontay Wilder.
But that was the plan. He said it. He said it.
He said a lot of shit, but like you said, when he got in there, he got looking like Fred Roach on Parkinson's.
But don't it make sense?
Not really, because I don't think he ever thought. I just thought he knew he was gonna get a payday in America, and he would be able to go to the UK and get another payday.
No,
he took 2 fights, stole money for the 2 fights, and then on the second fight, Deontay Wilder helped promoted it.
And then check this out.
Showtime picked up Tyson Fury's final on that second fight before he Deontay Wilder.
He wasn't going back. He wasn't going back to the UK in the rematch.
They were just making money, bro.
Even the rematch.
No, I ain't talking about fighting Deontay in no rematch. Once he lost to Deontay, he was gonna go to the UK, go to his second phase of his plan.
But that's not what I was talking about. I said his plan was to beat Deontay Wilder and stay up over here. Because that's just what we know.
That's why I disagree.
Hold up though. I'm saying that's what we know because that came out of his mouth. But what I'm saying is that you can believe that what you're saying because that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? What comes out of somebody's mouth might not always be the truth. But what I'm saying, hold up. But what I'm saying is that if you think about it, I think that it was already thinking about this. And then when you see these negotiations coming back and forth, you're like, oh shit. This
So why did
motherfucker is
this just sneak up on us then? Why
no,
did why
it is
why
sneak up
wasn't he
on us.
talking about this shit in the public, talking about we
Sneaked
finna
up
get a
on
deal?
it sneaked up on us
That's what I'm
because
saying. So listen, why did that happen if he just already had this plan? This is what I'm saying. Why was it
exactly,
so quiet? My,
exactly. But that's what
no,
I'm
he's not
saying.
planning to fight
No,
Deontay
but
Wilder
that's what I'm
next. If he
saying. No,
fought
you
him in
gotta
the third,
hold up. I
get
understand what you're
notoriety.
saying, but what I'm saying is that that's just how it is. Just because we don't hear people talking doesn't mean somebody ain't talking. You see what I'm saying? They could have already been talking before the fight, Bob Arum and him. They could
That
have already been,
Sunday.
and then this whole time, we think we about to get the fight. That all of a sudden they get the paperwork right, they
I
get
think
the
it was Friday.
contracts right, they get the lawyers involved and all that stuff to make sure everything is right, and they sign on the dotted line.
Listen, this is how crooked these bitches is. Everybody forgot this. A thousand pardons. Hold on.
I know
Let
it.
me just
Go
say
ahead,
this and
go
I'll
ahead.
let you say that. This is what everybody forgot. That Friday, Frank Warren came out and said, everybody think that Deontay Wilder fight is not happening next. It's still on. Announcements expected Monday. Monday come, they announced that shit. Then Frank Warren said, no, we never said we was gonna announce that. Now we still working out the details on that. Now is they working out deep, man, bro. But go ahead.
But you gotta understand, like you just already said this. You already said this stuff, like somebody, like when we already talked about this. The things that come out of people's mouth and the things that they do might not necessarily correlate with each other. And they always playing chess with the fans. It's on Bob Arum's, Frank Warren's best interest to say that they're making the fight and prolong the WBC, stretch them out and all this stuff.
I think he can't prolong it because it's been ordered. It's been ordered.
It don't
so
matter.
if they don't come to a conclusion,
so what's
the point of them making the order?
They already got extensions.
I get that, but there ain't gonna be no another fight extension.
But we all know that.
I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to explain to you the part of that. This whole ESPN and Tyson Fury thing. This wasn't no 3-day, 4-day fucking plan.
No, I never said that, but I'm saying, right after the fight, it probably started. After the fight.
You know, if you say, okay, Friday, Frank Warren said this, and then on Monday they came out with this, that's about 3-4 days. But what I'm trying to say is that this was like maybe a month.
I'm talking about how they're using Deontay Wilder to get their notoriety. That's all I'm saying, because listen, everybody talking about Eddie Hearn now, they were like, no, the fight is happening.
They can't get it on their own. They can't get their notoriety on their own.
That man just seen a bigger bag. That man just seen a bigger bag. He ain't got to fight Deontay Wilder next, and he still can probably fight him later after the deal. He's not gonna fight Deontay Wilder in this deal. Why? That's like you signing the contract. That's a flat fee he's getting.
That's his choice.
So he ain't gonna choose to fight Deontay Wilder. Why he can't make pay-per-view money? So that's 5 fights we ain't gonna get. That's what I'm saying.
And that's the reason why my title was like the way it is. We have to wait why all these other motherfuckers up, because these
real
promoters and networks want to make all this money.
Oh God!
And then you got these. That's why all the stuff I was bringing up. And
all right, 1,000 pardons running back against me again, because I might have taken it the wrong way.
Like when I'm talking about the whole negotiating, and then all of a sudden we hearing about an ESPN deal, and when I'm talking about the how both of these two cats is trying to fight for who's the A side when it comes to Deontay Wilder. All this stuff that you're seeing out there is all going to make us wait so these promoters and these networks can get paid. These two cats eventually want to fight Deontay Wilder, but they don't want to fight him on his own. They don't want to fight him on ESPN. They want to fight him on Showtime, on Deontay Wilder's time. They know if Edward Hearn is saying that Deontay Wilder and AJ does 1 million pay-per-view buys, why the fuck would he fight him now? When he got all the fucking fans by the balls, you know what I'm saying? He got us by the balls, and you got these punk ass fans out there that think it's cool to sit up over here and smile while they fucking getting robbed. We getting fucking robbed.
I told you it's time for us as fans to unite. It's like fuck all that UK American. It's if you want to see the best fight the best, we got to be on one accord. We can't be talking about, because listen, when one side saying the bullshit and then there's one side trying to hold them accountable, but the other side outweighs us because y'all just want to be liked and want to be, because he's your favorite and you feel like there's loyalty. That's all fine and dandy.
Man, that's beyond
getting raped in the process of that. That's not
beyond. It's beyond that. It's beyond that. It's like Stockholm syndrome. They fucking. We the ones that's trying to get away from the kidnapper, and these motherfuckers is over there kicking it with him.
Like the victims. Oh, he all good. He ain't nothing wrong with him. Like, dude, do you see what he doing? No, that ain't, man, bro. But listen, what kills me with their logic is they'll try to debunk our facts, but then they'll try to reverse our facts, like with their opinion, saying, well, you just shit. But nigga, I showed you. I didn't just hypothetically say, well, maybe it could be like that. Well, maybe it could if this didn't exist. But they don't recognize what exists and just try to compare their opinions with the fictition of something that's not there. Oh, maybe it's this, but can he prove it? Man, bro, we've been asking this man for his money. Like, man, I watched a little bit of that Breakfast Club. That nigga said, hey, Charlamagne drilling his bitch ass. Oh, God.
You know what he did, right? You know what he did, right?
Hey.
You know what he did? He did what he does in all his interviews. He goes around the fucking forums and he's
how much money you get paid. He said, I don't want to really talk about it.
And then he pulls out and he
said, you really getting paid $25 million? When you start getting paid $25 million a fight.
You know what I'm saying? He probably went to somebody that actually watch boxing on a day-to-day basis and asked them, what would you ask this dude?
And he asked him nonchalantly though. When I say, bro, he was like, bro, when you say, bro, you a big money fight, and then they start showing Deontay Wilder clips about when he was calling him out. You're like, well, dangerous. He was backtracking everything he just said. Charlamagne did his research. I ain't even gonna lie. If you ain't seen it, go look at the first 10 minutes of it.
I didn't say I didn't watch it. I said I didn't watch all of it.
I know. I didn't say you didn't. I just said if you didn't. If you didn't. Because I didn't watch all of it. I didn't watch the first 10 minutes. When he asked him about, you making $25 million a fight? When you start making $25 million a fight? I don't really want to get into the money. Because I thought they were going to say Tackle or, some shit like that. Or after Klitschko, Martin. But you just gave Martin. You couldn't make that if you gave Martin 8.
Yeah, he don't know what he's doing.
Now, no, Charlamagne killed him, so he allowed him to sit there and show that he's a bitch. Now, now that's on a big platform. A lot of motherfuckers see that shit.
I mean, we already know he's a bitch. But let's get back to that other question you had, man. You said what is Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman doing for Deontay Wilder? I'm gonna put it like this. I'm not watching nobody's pockets. I'm just bringing up the rebuttals to other people's comments and shit like that. I believe that Deontay Wilder is getting taken care of, and I already think they already had a plan for him. But the main thing is the plan.
So you think it ain't time for them to put? Because I was thinking about that too. It ain't time. Like they got a plan, and they waiting for the perfect time to start executing their points. But do you feel like right now with like Tyson Fury just came in the game and got $100 million off of Deontay? So you know it's money. Hold on, I'm just telling you something. This is to your point you said earlier.
No, because I can't even finish the rest of it. So, but
go ahead. My bad.
What I'm saying is that Deontay, in my opinion, Deontay Wilder doesn't need a network deal. He doesn't. He's going to make his money. He's going to get $80 million. He's going to get $80 million if he fights AJ. And then goes and fights Tyson Fury. That's going to be more than $80 million right there. The whole thing about it is these bitch-ass motherfuckers don't understand that they could have made it without the fucking deal.
Exactly. But no, I just think Tyson Fury think that's extra money before he have to go make the money. You know what I'm saying?
You got to think about it, though. This motherfucker just signed the contract. He just signed his golden fucking years away. He just signed his golden years away to fucking ESPN and Bob Arum.
That would make me go to the point what I was saying. I felt like he never had a plan for this. When the drought came, that's when Bob Arum came trying to get some money because like you said. But just think about this. Any motherfucker that's just like this other than Luis Ortiz, because nobody really want to fight him.
You ain't lying.
I'm just being honest. Anybody that fought him, they get big paydays after that because of just the draw. They fought Deontay Wilder. When Molina got that rematch, we got that match with AJ, he got paid some money. He didn't get paid no 200-some thousand. But I bet Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua were his best career days, and Anthony Joshua wasn't even trying to fight him until Deontay Wilder showed. You know what I'm saying? So my point is this right here: Tyson Fury got $100 million just off of fighting Deontay Wilder. But so what you think that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight gonna do? If he getting paid from other motherfucker, they see the money, they want to get in. They trying to really cross out Frank Warren, but they just are, man. Frank and Tyson got a little understanding. We just in this shit for the money. That's why I said I didn't see him taking this deal, thinking he gonna be Deontay Wilder. He gonna go in that bitch, get the money for Deontay Wilder, go to the UK, do a little tune ups in the UK, then fight Anthony Joshua, get his money, fight for Anthony Joshua, and then retire. Now this nigga say it's like, oh, I'm finna fight him again. That's finna be another payday. Then I can go to Anthony Joshua. Oh, hold up, before you fight him, I got you 100 million for 5 fights. Bet, send that bread. Now I'm telling you, he ain't gonna fight Deontay Wilder within these 5. And you shit it for him to offer the £3 million for the tune-up fight. That's just to let niggas know we making this money over here. Go on, handle your business, man. Cause why would he take that a flat fee when Tyson know what they just made? He know he ain't gonna take that deal.
But you gotta think about though. It depends. It depends. Now, if it was 3 million, because I don't know how it was said, but if it was 3 million and the fight is on ESPN and they taking care and they making the bread, then yeah, that's fucked up. But if
I didn't get it there if they wanted to give him £3 million to let him fight a tune-up. It was for him to fight a tune-up on an ESPN to try to build the Tyson fight. That's what they were trying to say.
Nah, that wasn't just to build the Tyson fight. That was to build the ESPN.
The rematch. Match. The rematch.
That wasn't just
on ESPN.
The Tyson fight is the rematch, but the main thing about it is building the platform, and that's the reason why the Zone and everybody want Deontay to go up over there so they can get him on there so they can build the brand.
Get a man 500 million, and he'll come over there.
But the whole thing about with ESPN,
give him 500 million for 5 fights.
You know, there's other undercard fighters that can fight on there. That can make a good card. But the thing about it is, how your headliner, fucking Tyson Fury, up over here, who is he gonna fight?
Dominic, like I said, Greg Jennings, a nigga that just lost. Yeah. Ain't no good heavyweights like that.
Brian Jennings, Adam Konecki, who is he gonna fight?
When we gonna fight, we just gonna go ahead and knock out Dominic Brazil if you don't want to fight next.
Yeah,
real shit. Just gonna get that bitch nigga out the way.
Yeah,
but I
think this one. I think Tyson Fury
trying to make Deontay the villain.
This is what's gonna happen. Tyson Fury is gonna go fight somebody with no head movement. He's gonna go fight somebody with no head movement so he can jab him all day. Get him tired.
Low ranks in Mexico.
No, it ain't got to be low rank. Just anybody that ain't got no fucking head movement. They ain't got no fucking head movement. He's gonna fight somebody with no head movement so he can make his fucking. So he can say I got the best style in heavyweight boxing. You know, I put my jab down his throat, boxed him. You know what I'm saying? So he can no matter who he fights, no matter where they rank, he's gonna fight somebody that he knows that he can exhibit.
Tyson Fury ain't exciting fighting. Go ahead.
That's not the point. He's gonna fight somebody that he know that he can exhibit his skills to everybody, so he can explain his skills to everybody and have them and try to make them drop their fucking jaw. That's what the whole point about it is. That's what he's going to try to. He's not going to go out there and fight Louis King Kong Ortiz because he's not going to be able to fucking jab on him like that and dance around the ring and to make himself look good. He's going to fight somebody that's slow and can't fucking move, so he can make himself look good like them 2 cab drivers he fucking fought. It looked good. He looked good against those guys, but to the real person that knows fucking fighting, the shit looked fucking horrible.
It was horrible, man. I already know. Like, this nigga in here playing with a nigga, and he's a bum. So these niggas is not calling him a bum. It just, Tyson Fury, you pop him with something, he gonna react. These niggas couldn't even hit him in the head. They couldn't even touch his head. Like, literally, like they had to jump in. Like the lad dude,
I gotta go on mute real quick. Hold up. I gotta go. Go ahead, talk though.
But while you're on mute, I got another serious question for you. But I'll get back to that. But my whole thing about Fury is they trying to make Deontay Wilder, not just him, and I feel like he's in cahoots with Eddie and them now because he's trying to get on the Anthony Joshua fight. Because why would he take that deal? He takes that deal and then offers a bullshit deal. It's made public. And once it's made public, it's like, well, Deontay Wilder ain't worth the money that he's asking for. But y'all niggas is getting the money just because of the Deontay Wilder fight.
Mm.
So they trying to make it seem like Deontay Wilder's a villain for being a free agent. It's like maybe you right, like you said about they got that plan. That's what the only question I like. What is they doing for him? Because it's like they can't get him the big fights. They can't expose the truth. Only person really exposing it is Deontay Wilder. We
Mm.
ain't heard shit from Al Heyman. Al Heyman ain't said Deontay Wilder's a great champ. He talked about Tank Davis. I ain't heard him say nothing about Deontay Wilder. Like, what are they really doing for him?
I mean,
So they trying to make it seem like Deontay Wilder's a villain for being a free agent and not signing someone. If you really want to fight, come sign with us. Cause they'll bring that shit up when they're like, well, we got to negotiate and he's a free agent and where's the money coming from?
somebody
But like,
making.
like we know that's getting backed by Al and them, but they playing the fans, the casuals knowledge of the game. So that's what I'm saying. What are they doing to countervent this shit? And I feel like Tyson Fury threw a foul in the plan by taking that deal.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, it was like you mean to tell me he's supposed to be the lineal chap, ex blasey blah woo woo woo, and he can't make 16 to 25 million per fight without a network deal, without a deal. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit I'm talking about.
Hey, when Tyson beat Klitschko, he was just not starting to fight competition. I feel like that was his first competitional fight. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't fight after that shit, so he never got to that step. AJ came in, filled in for all that vacancy. But soon as them boys fight, nigga, they gonna jump on Fury's side. So that's how they tracking this shit. That's how they planning it. They know they can take fans from AJ. They just over here trying to sway some American fans
And
and get
it's
paid.
real funny. It's real funny how they both jumped over here at the same time.
Fucking time.
Because that's like we all like if you think about it, it just makes you think that they both fighting for what Deontay Wilder got. They fighting for what Deontay Wilder got, and what he got is the more
money than motherfuckers think like you should, and he's doing way better than they think he is. That's why he can say, "Well, fuck y'all. Y'all sit down." Cause like they running dry over there. It's ran dry, if you ask me.
Well, I don't think it's ran dry over there, but it's reached its plateau. They can't make
to the point where they fighting each other on seconds and thirds, and it shouldn't even be seconds.
They can't make no more money than what they can, and then not only that is them scalping ticket days is over up over there.
Oh yeah,
but you could do that shit up over here, and
you gotta be smart with it. You can't be out there talking about it. You will get popped by the feds. I swear to God.
I mean,
they still got scapping laws and shit like that. Like I swear, I stay in Colorado right now.
Yeah,
baseball. Niggas used to scalp them tickets. Now they got limits. They got limits, but it's like you do it. It's like it's no regulation to a sense. It's level 1. Over there, they on level 5. They ain't playing with this shit. But if you still sit here boast and brag about what you will get caught. They will pop you because it is illegal. But it's like it's to a point where if you do it right, we ain't gonna fuck with you.
No, I think the thing about it is that this guy he's embedded with these companies, and so you can't tell me that. You know, if you look at some of the fights that he had selling out in 90 seconds, 2 minutes, and stuff like that, you know, he had 2 fights sell out under 10 minutes. And so, like, you know, if you're talking about, you know, 60,000 tickets, how the fuck you selling out in, you know, 90 seconds, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and stuff like that? Do you come up over here?
They going off analytics and probably looking at Mike Tyson did that. They looking at Mike Tyson analytics.
13,000 tickets is gone. And then what happens is it fucked up the goddamn Madison Square Garden page. So now all the ticket sales are inflated. You know what I'm saying? It's inflated. Yeah. And what's up, Rob? And that's the reason. And you know, and that's the reason why, like, I keep trying to tell people, man, that want to sit up over here and get in my comment section and comment on me and then say, well, Tyson Fury's getting 80. This guy's getting that. What is he getting? I was like, what the fuck? What makes you think you know what Deontay Wilder's getting? What makes you think that he ain't got a plan already installed? What makes you think that fucking Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua aren't ducking? Because to me, Anthony Joshua, I'm talking about, yeah, we know. But what I'm saying is Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is the ones that's fucking up the money, and they just not fucking up the money for Deontay Wilder. They fucking up the money for themselves, and then in turn with that, they got, like I keep saying, man, they got us as boxing fans having to wait fucking 4 years for the good fights to happen in the heavyweight division. Y'all gonna make it 4 years.
I said something in one of them chats yesterday. I said, next time one of them bitch ass niggas say anything about me, I'm knocking your ass out in the street. Because you just talking.
Rob just said talking. Rob said Freddie Roach in Fury's corner, Andre Ward on Fury's nuts, and next Fury signs with Top Rank. Yeah.
And I also said about that shit. Now, what you gonna say now, Andre Ward? We being biased, and you know what I'm saying, nigga. You talking about Deontay wouldn't want that fight next? I just move on. So Deontay right there. Who don't want it?
The real crazy part. Who don't want it? The real crazy part of it is, Andre Ward. He trying to be cordial and about everything and trying to be neutral with everything. But look, motherfucker, I didn't see you getting that fucking $80 million deal.
Man, I don't give a fuck about what that nigga made.
No.
It's just when he might made that point right there, man. That's not
the point. The point about it is nobody put they fucking backing behind you like they should have.
And you backing this nigga for an 80. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? That's what
that's the hypocritical shit. He might be trying to make a comeback.
And then look at Crawford.
I'm
over there. Took a sorry ass fucking deal because he thought it was best for him and his fucking family. Thought it was best for him and his family, and then find out that he's been fucking duped. Crawford's fucking leaving. After this shit is done, he's done.
I think Crawford finna try to find a loophole because what? Crawford was the first, listen, when you be thinking about, Crawford's a good fighter, bruh. And we know that small class make more money than the heavyweight. So we got one of the top welterweights in the world. Yeah, we doing big things, and they are putting on good fights. Now, a little bit, it's like we trying to swing this U.S. thing, and ESPN got a better chance of doing that than the DAZN.
Oh, you ain't lying.
They already got 3 million followers. Real talk.
It's not even that. It's like it's at the same time too. It's like because it's depending on how they do it. You could just get a subscription. Okay. You see a boxing match, you just watch the boxing match. Or if you're a football fan, and you just want to watch some of them games. You know what I'm saying. So you can always transition and watch boxing on any given Saturday or Friday or sometimes in some cases on Sundays. So these catches out here tripping, man. But you gonna get the zone. So now in the zone is trying to compete with Fox, ESPN, and Showtime, and whoever else. It ain't gonna happen.
It can't, cause Fox can take over all that shit. Now I feel like that's where they should be trying to get that deal from. They get a bag from Fox, nigga. They can fuck some shit up. And the Fox just got to start getting this. Listen, who with Fox? I think Errol with Fox, ain't it? He fight on Fox. Errol.
Look what Rob said. Andre Ward took Shakur Stevenson over to Top Rank. Okay, Bob Arum is a rat bastard that tells you all you need to know about Andre Ward. Yeah, man, it's a damn shame. You know what I'm saying? It's like I keep trying to tell people. It's like, how would you want it? How do you want it? You have the opportunity as a boxer to set your own goals and your own plans to get $1 million pay-per-view day, and you know how to get it. All you got to do is use your mouthpiece a little bit more, get in the media, blah, 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 whoop, and you will get there. But then you get this fucking roadblock of people trying to stop your fight. But with Andre Ward, that wasn't the case. It was just him thinking that everything was cordial, thinking that racism don't fucking exist. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think he backtracking again. You heard what he said about Floyd and the Gucci shit?
Nah,
talking about that shit ain't accepted nowhere. What the fuck is he talking about? Like, first off, you don't see race. You just see people. Now you want to sit here. Like, go look at this shit. It just came out. Somebody interviewed that nigga, man. I just like this.
He had no motherfucking choice but to say that. If he would have said that motherfucker, because we already on his ass. The
Is
LDC,
it
LDBC is
foot
already.
halfway in the door and halfway out? That's what he is.
Oh man, nah. We already he tried to do that shit, and the LDBC kicked him right in his fucking ass.
But no, it was a lot of brothers backtracking that, talking about they understand, cause like he did make some points, but the whole thing about it, regardless of the situation, I know you made that point. You right, I was wrong when I just assumed, but still, I thought with the integrity that you had,
Yeah,
this the point the LDBC shit has. With the integrity that we thought you had, you would not speak for another man when you wouldn't do no shit like that. So how can you say that because you speaking on Deontay Wilder's heart when you saying if you was him and you ain't never did no shit like that. So how can you say that you think this man ain't equal to you? You think he lesser than you, and then you propping up this other man? Nah, bro, we see the bias. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Andre
And then
Ward.
he just want to sit there and call out that one point of it. You might be right on that point, but we was right to say that. Period.
Yeah, too many people. And the thing about it is that, you know, he knows exactly how people feel, and he knows exactly what people was going to say when what he said. You know what I'm saying? He already know that when it comes down to the nitty gritty, real life brothers who watch boxing don't condone, Andre Ward and his motherfucking philosophy of the world. We don't condone that shit. And this guy is going. He couldn't say nothing else but that shit was wrong with Floyd. Because if he would have backed that shit and said, yeah, he should be able to do what he want and blah, blah, whoop, whoop. Come on, man. His ass wouldn't sell out another motherfucking arena.
Oh God.
You know, and it's gonna be, they ruined it. This is supposed to be a good year of boxing. This was supposed to be a solid good year of boxing. And we got these two Rudy Poo, sweet booty ass motherfuckers ruining it. You know what I'm saying? And then to think about it, it might not even be them two. It might be everybody around them fucking trying to, everybody else want a piece of the pie and trying to finagle their way into the piece of the pie and manipulate these fucking boxers that think they so fucking smart.
I don't think AJ owns his right of himself.
I keep trying to tell people you don't. I keep trying to tell people because if he did, he'll be fighting. He'd be still over there in England. He'd be still over there in England fighting Dillian White. If he did, they would have been talking about fighting Dillian White. They would have been talking about fighting Dillian White right after the Wilder fight. And the reason why that is because they knew about the Wembley date in September and didn't bring a contract to fucking Dillian White until January, knowing now well that Dillian White wasn't going to take that small of a camp again to fight Anthony Joshua, because he feels that was the fucking mistake that he took the fucking first time. And so they knew that. And you know what I'm saying? You can think about it. They knew about you could go back to the tapes. September, Wembley, they knew about April 13th back in September, where exactly was going to be at and everything. And they didn't want to fucking give this dude, Dillian White, enough time to make the contract so he could go into camp. They strung him along. And then that's when fucking Dillian White went to the States to try to get him a bag, to try to weigh his options. But the thing about it,
like Rob Sports on Sportsman said Eddie Hearn has a power of attorney over AJ, can sign contracts, check everything. And that's what Deontay Wilder said. Y'all signed the contract over.
No. But you have to understand the thing about a power of attorney.
I know you just sign that shit over and get them right.
No. Because a power of attorney doesn't necessarily mean that you can sign in lieu of somebody. And sometimes when you sign in lieu of somebody, it's because you're signing on behalf of them, of their interests. So Anthony Joshua was saying, yeah, I take the fight, sign for me. Then he goes and sign the paperwork because he got the okay. Sometimes it's like that, and then sometimes it is.
But then he also came out and said, I own his rights for 2 years.
No, he owns no. The way he worded it is that you can't really pinpoint when what he's really talking about, because he leaves it open for interpretation. Because power of attorney does not exclusive rights for power of attorney.
I know how I could be in jail. It don't mean I'm just giving him right to sit there for that.
for broadcasting rights. I think that's what he said. I don't believe that just means that he just goes through and just signs and say, nah, you taking this fight. I'm signing your name. No.
Broadcasting exclusive rights is holding shit up.
Yeah, it can sign contract.
Like he signed an exclusive deal with the Zone to just fight on the Zone, and that might.
What's that, World Break? No, but we don't. But what I'm saying is we don't know what kind of a power of attorney. I don't know what kind of power of attorney it is because the way he worded it. And the way he worded it, what's that, World Breaker? And the way he worded it was like I have power of attorney over exclusive rights for broadcasting rights for AJ. That can mean, like I said, that can mean that he's like, hey, AJ, can I sign this for you? AJ's like, yeah, go ahead, and he signs it. But
he had to already be to make a legal, like for it to be legally and binding, and for it to be able to be held in court. It has to be a process where he's in a place.
We know that. We know that. I know World Breaker, but that's why I responded and said that I was on a slave ship. I couldn't get no signal to get on, and plus I would have got told to get the hell off that damn phone. But what I was saying was, I appreciate the link though, man. I was really upset I didn't get to get on. But what I'm saying is that with the power of attorney, yes, you got to sign some type of paperwork to give that power so Edward Hearn can have that power. But the whole thing of what I'm saying is that he still has to get the okay to sign the stuff. And then some of the stuff he could probably have in there, you have the rights to sign this, that, and the third. We don't know what's in that power of attorney to say that he has exclusive rights to just sign whatever he wants to and dictates to AJ what he has to do on a day-to-day basis. That's the only thing I'm saying. But still, and all in all, I don't think that AJ is the boss. I think I've been saying that Edward Hearn, Barry Hearn of Metro Boxing Consortium is in control of Anthony Joshua, because to me, you ain't signing $100 million or $365 million so you can just go out there and fight who the hell you want to. So you can just go out there and say what the hell you want to. So you can go out there and fuck up the church's money. No, I think that if you're signing a multi-million-dollar contract like that, in my opinion, that you have to do, you might get the option to fight who you want to, but there are certain things that you're going to have to abide by within that contract, because you're just not going to have just total freedom. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just...
I'm back, big homie. My wife just called me.
Oh, I was just basically saying that with the whole contract thing, it's stimulations. There's always stimulations with power of attorneys. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know what's in it. We know what Edward Hearn said, but from the way of things looking, that me and you, I mean, I guess we both in agreement that we don't think that AJ's in control, right?
Right. That's the point.
Yeah, I don't think he's in control. I would just pointed out that we just don't know.
You giving me what I need. You giving me the facts. I ain't nothing wrong with that. I need all the particulars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
but Edward Hearn
debating these trolls, they just so it's not even them. Cause like I really found y'all boy because of my uncle, man. That nigga right there, he's repulsive. Like, and you know he just talking because he want to argue now. He knew he lost the argument a long time ago, but he just talking bullshit. He's talking speaking points. So I bring up the speaking point, you know what I'm saying? That they all do it. So that's how I know these trolls. My uncle's a troll, because when I'm just looking at this shit, the same shit these niggas is saying. It's like, bruh, are you not listening to the facts? The facts is showing you that it can't be this way. Okay, so if you saying Deontay Wilder's a duck, why Anthony Joshua can't be a duck? And then you just start talking about, you know what I'm saying, opinions, and this is how you feel.
And then they use your same talking points. They just flip it.
Exactly. I hate that shit.
That shit happened to me today. I was like, what the fuck? You just flipped my shit. And I'm like looking at it, and it still didn't work. And it still didn't work for him. But I'm like, you just flipped my shit. But the whole thing they're going to pull up right now. The whole thing right now is, see, they ain't talking about the ticket sales no more. They
can't. Yeah, I mean, it was a nigga on time in Best Fight the Best chat talking about they gonna be the arena gonna be sold out by Tuesday. I ain't seen them.
But you see anybody talking about the ticket sales now?
I ain't seen them.
Exactly. And then so now the new narrative is because they losing, and they trying to gain these inches on us. And how they trying to get these inches on us is They can't even come up with a proper sentence without coming up with without saying diluted, without saying 80 mil, without saying where's Deontay Wilder's deal at. But the whole grand scheme of thing is nobody knows what Deontay, like I said, nobody knows what Deontay Wilder's playing. Nobody knows what Al Heyman got in store for him. Nobody knows what Al Heyman and Shelly Finkel was cooking up for him. But we know they was cooking up Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder too on Showtime.
We can't let that distract us. You're right. That's been a big distraction point. When you say that right there, it's like when we ask them for the money, they tell us they use the confidentiality clause. Oh, we don't have to disclose that and blah blah blah. But they want to sit there and point out what somebody else making, but they don't want to bring up, well, he's getting back end money.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
so I'm saying they tricking the fans, the casual.
Yeah, you're right about that.
We can tell you we making all this money, but
Anthony Johnson,
that shit is proven.
Anthony Johnson did that today, like you said. He said, I think that's what you was talking about the interview where you said,
you don't want to talk about money.
I asked him for about the $20 million you get per fight. He said, I want to talk about the particulars, but then he goes and talk about how much Deontay Wilder get paid per fight.
Yeah.
How much money more they was gonna give him and all that stuff. I'm like,
so listen, you'll contradict yourself right there when you say, when a nigga asks you when you started making 25 million a fight. That's like me asking me when you start fighting. You just said you went to the Olympics in 2012. You just talking about the economy when you got into fucking boxing. He said in 2008 the economy was bad. 2012 it was trying to come back up, but it really wasn't still that good. So I built he's talking about how he built himself, and he don't want to tell you when he started making 25 million. He didn't
build shit.
He like, I told you this is how I made myself $1 million man, but I can't tell you when I made my first $1 million. Fuck out of here.
He can't look, he can't fucking say that shit because everything he got, the socks, the draws, everything he got. It came from Edward Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, Barry Hearn. He didn't have to do shit. Only thing he had to do was get in the ring and just do just enough to win. The only real fighter that he fought that was, well, not the only really fight, but the actually only guy in his age fucking group or around there that he fought was fucking Joseph fucking Parker, and Joseph Parker couldn't even get close enough because of ref. And
correct me if I'm wrong, Dillian Whyte whipped his ass in the amateurs.
Yeah, he did.
So that's I swear he don't want to see that boy again because he know he can lose to him. Period. You lost there, you can lose here. And then Dillian Whyte's a different fighter.
No, I don't think Dillian Whyte's a different fighter. But the thing about Dillian Whyte,
he's a fighter.
It just depends on who he fought. He knew with that Derek Chisora fight he's gonna tire out and he could just catch him.
Yeah, you're right. I can't put no credence on that.
He ain't got no fucking stamina, and then after that stamina go, he ain't got no fucking head movement. Only thing Derek Chisora do is try to chop, try to chop you down. No aim, no nothing, just fucking brute fucking force. You know what I'm saying? And he knew he was gonna catch him. You know what I'm saying? But with
he threw it without looking because he knew he was gonna catch him. He knew where he was gonna leave it open at.
He did. I mean, he had to do shit for that, man. And these catches off, they just flagrant with it. All these cats out here flagrant with it. You know, that's what I keep trying to say. I think Dillian Whyte been in on a con job.
I got another question. I was looking at some on the YouTube last night about David Haye. I wonder how the UK feel about David Haye.
What's up with David Haye?
What they feel about him, because if you look, what was his style? That man couldn't piss on Deontay Wilder's power.
No, he
was a power puncher that couldn't box. That nigga couldn't box. That nigga went with
in what fight?
In any fight. When I see that man go, man, bro, I was looking at the man highlights going up and down and shit. When he went for the knockout, he went to flaring. Same shit they criticized Deontay Wilder with. Only difference was he was a British fighter, UK fighter. He had them UK trunks on.
He's one of them, but the thing about it is he's a David Haye is good.
Ex-basketball player.
But Dillian Whyte is the real windmill.
Yeah, I guess that, but I'm saying he had technicality like when I look at him, he just didn't have Wilder's power. But they want to shit on Wilder style. That's what I'm saying. I want to know what they feel about David Haye.
I don't. I think they. I think even after the
And
Bellew,
David Haye
the
on
Bellew
sports
fight,
and commentary, they love him.
even after Bellew, they knew that motherfucker after that Achilles, man, it was a wrap. After that, they knew that they knew his career was over with. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it was that's what they had.
But
That's
I
what they
get
had.
you.
I
But I'm
mean,
saying they talk shit about Wilder. I'll show you the same fight I was talking that I seen. I'll go back and look and send it to you. When he got the boy in trouble, he throwing mitts just like Wilder. But Wilder shit when he hits you, I'm seeing shit that he connect with. When Wilder hits you, you going to sleep, you dropping, you slumping. He didn't have the power that Wilder had, but he was a power puncher. It's clear. It's different styles of fight. And then I don't know. It was a Smoke City Mobcast on Smoke City Mobcast. It was on last night, and they was talking about this. It was a couple brothers disagreeing about I do agree that Sean Porter is similar to Deontay Wilder just because he's an untraditional boxer. He don't box like everybody else box. When you sit there and you
I ain't gonna put.
no, I'm not saying it like power wise. I'm talking about the way they take their approach in it. They ain't boxing like everybody else box. Everybody else in there doing it by the T and whatever skill they bring to it, make them net. But these boys is going there with a unique style that's unorthodox and making it work for themselves. That's the point I agree. So when I sit there and I look at it, it's different styles in boxing. That what makes boxing. So because you think a person after you throw the check hook that the jab supposed to come, but when Deontay throw the check hook, he coming up with the right. You know what I'm saying? Unorthodox shit. That's what I'm saying. And when you see Sean Porter, he coming in with his head down, hitting you with elbows, everything. It's just different styles of fights. But they don't fight the way that everybody else in their division fight. That's just my only point.
Yeah,
And I say Sean Porter because Sean Porter is the most unorthodox welterweight in that division. Deontay Wilder supposed to be the most unorthodox heavyweight in his division. That's the only comparison I'm trying to say.
no, I
Not that
mean,
they styles or none of that goes. No.
I just can't wait for the fight to happen, man. I just can't wait. And I just hope that none of these dudes out there that think they can fucking go around here and circumvent Deontay Wilder. I just hope none of these dudes lose.
Win.
Cause I want Deontay Wilder to fucking take that shit up off him, man. I don't want these dudes to go out there and fucking lose a fight and then they gotta take a rematch and and prolong the inevitable.
Man,
I
I
just
hate this, man. Boxing is just crazy, and then I feel like Tyson might retire, bro. It just might be your opinion. If I feel like if he duck this fight, if he don't fight Deontay Wilder next, he ain't gonna fight him. He ain't gonna fight him.
I think he would. I think he would, but yeah and no about that. And the reason why I say yeah and no about that because if he gets too old, it ain't gonna happen. I don't think so. But and the reason why I say that if he gets too old, because Fury is not gonna be able to.
Move.
He's not gonna be able. He's gonna his legs gonna die down because the legs go first, and then not only that,
We seen it with Muhammad.
yeah. Well, we've seen a lot of fighters. The legs gonna
Yeah.
go, and he's not gonna be, and he's gonna get popped. And he know that with that age and all that stuff, taking that kind of hits, I hate to say it, but he might not. He might die.
You think so?
I mean, or like, look, if this dude gonna try to get up in the ring at 30, at 39, 38, 39, and try to fight Wilder with no fucking head movements and get clean and get clocked like that, he ain't gonna never be
Yeah,
the same.
it's a possibility. Hey, you seen his head after the fight? That nigga was marked up.
Yeah, and he talking about he beating somebody from post to post, but his face is all red.
No, that nigga was marked up. That nigga had bruises,
Yeah,
contusions. Hey,
he
that
was,
man head probably hurt for 2 weeks after that shit. Like just picture if you're in a fight with a cat and you get hit in a couple times, this nigga got knocked down twice. That nigga head hurt for a couple weeks, bro.
and,
Real
and,
shit. That
and then
type of power, cause shit, I might feel it for a day. That nigga Wilder got like train power, bro. like it shows, bro. I just like when I look at like I thought it was Foreman that I compared him to, and I was like, no, he get him down like Foreman, but
Yeah, but
For, Foreman stunned him. Deontay, he takes the soul. And that last shot, his head did hit the canvas. God was with that boy, man.
I didn't see it bounce,
Go
but
go go back and look at it. On God, I went and looked back at it. His trainer was praying in the corner. I'm talking about literally put his hands together and was like, God, please let this boy get out this motherfucking round.
yeah.
Literally.
Hey, Rod
He got
Sportsman,
to fight with security and
hey
everything.
Rod, hey Rob, if fucking Porter tries that shit with Spence, Porter gonna walk out of there looking like he had a perm. Spence gonna straighten that hair out. He gonna straighten that shit out.
That's the next duck. Well, I think that's the current duck, right? Cause I don't think he gonna never try to fight Spence.
He gonna have to, but he gonna.
He gonna try to
I think
fight Crawford before Spence.
he gonna fight whoever he got to fight lesser than that. That's worth a damn, and then eventually he gonna have to, and he know what the deal is. It's time to hang them gloves up,
And do you think Crawford trying to position himself to fight Mikey?
huh?
Talking this shit,
Who
talking this shit about Mikey.
who
Crawford.
he ain't gonna need to
What you mean?
because Mikey about to lose.
I know that, but I'm saying he's trying to put himself in position to fight Mikey because you know Arrow ain't finna fight him next. They ain't finna fight each other next. They trying to make that the money fight.
Who's you talking about? Mikey fighting Mikey
Right.
fighting.
Once Bud done with Khan, I think Bud trying to get Mikey. I think he looking past Khan
Why would he go to Mikey Garcia?
because Mike is another big name. He just gonna go ahead and try to knock him out the division because
But
he
Mikey,
already talking shit about him.
but
And
Mikey's
talking
about.
about like don't quit against Arrow like you did against
Yeah,
Alito.
but why would you go and fight somebody that fucking lost against your fucking arch nemesis?
Hey, to show that you can take him out probably better than him. You know how
Yeah,
these niggas is.
but that shit never works. That shit never works like that. I beat this guy better than what you did, so that I should be able to beat you. That shit never works.
To the casual, it does.
I
That's
mean,
all they don't care about the true boxing fan. We should understand that.
but even it's just all how everything is introduced to you as a fan and stuff like that. You know, they're not gonna bring that up. They're gonna bring that up, but in a good way for Crawford. So when he does fight Spence, it's money. But the thing about it is, if I was if I need to look it up and see what Crawford's contract is like, because
You need to find a loophole.
I be trying to buy my contract out and get the fuck on.
On God.
Shit,
Cause
Spence
they
gonna break
fucked
his
you
ribs
and
and put on the
renegotiate.
grill. Huh?
Would you renegotiate?
With Top Rank?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm out.
You gone?
Yeah, I'm gone. And the reason why that is, man, because I would literally feel like I got robbed.
Just hey, right after you took your deal, Canelo got three some, and then in the same company you in, a nigga get more money for less fights,
I would feel like I got robbed.
and you the bigger fighter. You supposed to be pound for pound. Yeah, I do feel robbed.
Like I would feel like I got robbed, slapped in the face, and all that stuff. And if Crawford don't, well, maybe he just like, well, damn, I fucking signed it. My dumbass signed it. What is he supposed to do? But at the same time, is
It's a loophole
you can't be walking around acting like you got the best interest of some of these fighters and stuff like that. Acting like you got the best interest of some of these fighters and stuff like that, and acting like you friends with them. Y'all supposed to be boys and all this stuff, but you're gonna do them in. You're gonna take advantage of them. And then at the same thing, it's like you making money on top of getting your money back.
Hey, I got another question for you. This might be just some shit in there. You think Errol really cool with them Chalos?
I don't know. I don't know, but
Because
I tell you
because
this.
right out like right after I forgot which one lost to Harrison. Well, after he lost to Harrison, Errol said, "Let me get him. I show him how he's supposed to do him." It's
I
like you
don't
don't say no shit like that about your homeboy. I understand you'll go in there and go revenge your homeboy's
yeah,
loss, but if your homeboy feel like he won, what you coming?
I just think that sometimes, man, you know, he might not like he's saying he's probably said that and didn't think about how it came out. You know what
Then
I'm
he
saying?
also came out
So,
on the other day and said, I never tell the truth about how Spar go, but they was mentioning the Floyd shit, and he just went just like told it from nowhere. But he was like, yeah. could have got my spark and just really just see like, but I ain't that type. And I'm talking about he just went off nowhere and just like I can get my spark and just really tell about niggas I done bad, but that ain't what it's about. You know, like the fighters that does that don't have discipline. He be hinting this shit, bro. I be peeping game with that young nigga. He hints a lot, bro. I swear to God, because he don't start talking about this shit till you start talking about certain type of fighters.
I don't think that I don't think he has really like no ill, like he just, oh man, I don't like that dude, and I don't think he really walks around like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's not even like that. I think he already know he gonna move up to middleweight.
I already think he's looking at these guys, man. I whoop your ass. Like
I got to whoop your ass.
No, I don't think he's walking around. I think he's walking around literally already got it made up in his mind. Like I can already beat you, man. Like why y'all even stunting on talking shit about me and talking shit about these other guys and stuff like that when you guys don't even want to fight me. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't even want to fight me. You know what I'm saying? You guys are talking all that, woofing at the mouth and all that shit. Oh, being flamboyant and all this stuff. But you know, when it comes to wanting to fight me, like Rob said, you got Arum in the way. You got Arum turning down fights. You know what I'm saying?
And that would be another reason why I'm mad at if I'm Crawford. Like he should know the Pacquiao.
But you got to think about it though. He ain't saying shit.
No, I'm just saying. No, Bob Arum came out and said he turned down the
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's
Bud ain't saying shit.
This motherfucker is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? If I was Crawford, you know what I would do? I would get a fucking lawyer. And take Bob Arum to court just for emotion, just because I could. And I'd be like, let's see if we can find out. If this motherfucker was acting in the best interest of me. And if he wasn't, I'm gone. Leave.
You said it best though. These niggas knew. Maybe he just a dumb ass that knew what he was signing up for.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, that's what he probably
like. You want to duck Arrow while you on me? You gonna duck Pacquiao too. That's how Arrow probably feeling. You signed with me to duck Arrow, nigga. You gonna duck Pacquiao too, nigga.
Yeah,
and complain about it. I'll let it be known.
Yeah, Rob, fuck Floyd too, man. and one, I'm tired of. We gotta understand, man. At some point, we shouldn't even talk about something like Kovalev and Floyd. We shouldn't even talk about these hoes.
No,
fuck that. I know I see people out there talking about Kovalev for the sport of boxing, but fuck that. I'm not giving this dude. The LDBC is one of the biggest fucking platforms in boxing. Maybe the biggest platform in boxing. But the whole thing about it is, why the fuck are we giving these cats shine that don't give a fuck about us? That want to fucking walk around there with monkeys, calling niggas and you know what he doing.
Don't right in his hands, man.
You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck are we giving these dudes free publicity? Because bad publicity is good publicity when they walking around here shitting on us every single time they get. Fuck them motherfuckers.
I'm gonna tell you something. I think Tank finna leave Floyd. That's why he making them fight tension, trying to get money off of him.
Right. That dude ain't going nowhere. And I keep trying to tell, like, I don't like talking about the cat, but this is what I'm gonna say. The dude ain't jealous of them motherfuckers. And I'm gonna tell you why he ain't jealous of them motherfuckers. There's something wrong with fucking Tank. The reason why he wasn't getting the fights that he should have last year. And it's something that we would probably never be in the midst of knowing, because it's probably not nothing fucking good.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell folks, you mean to think this motherfucker gives a fuck whether or not this dude loses or wins? His bottom line is fucking dollars. He don't care. He don't care about all these other motherfuckers. His bottom line is dollars.
I think he tried to put himself in the class of Michael Jordan. Like nigga, like with the Republican buy sneakers statement. You know what I'm saying?
No, he can. I mean, he can as far as money and all that other stuff. But
no, for him to take the Gucci side, like he ain't trying to piss no white folks off.
Well. You could have been. There's a thing called. Let me tell you something.
No, I'm not getting taken up for no fucking Floyd. Fuck him. I'm just saying that's what he's trying to do.
Even if that was the case, you shouldn't do business with people that have no fucking kind of understanding, that don't have no fucking common sense, that you can't disagree with something What that you can I can't disagree with you without you
What
wanting.
you mean Tiger Woods lost hundreds of millions of dollars of fucking sponsorships, endorsements when they found out he cheated on his wife?
That's different.
Sometimes it's your image. If you sit there and you go against a person, it's like
totally,
partnerships.
but
You think Gucci?
that's totally different because boxing is
No,
more hold up. It's kind of different because golf is more of a gentleman's game.
Floyd making billions, man, making hundreds of millions.
Golf is a gentleman's game. Golf is like, look at all the rich people out there. Boxing is a gladiator fucking sport. It's not no chivalry, none of that bullshit like with golf. That's what boxing. That's the golf. You can't even spit on the fucking.
Listen. My point was this: Floyd took the wrong position because if he took that position, he would just had more white folks hating him, and there would have been more motherfuckers paying to watch him lose.
It wouldn't matter.
But listen, he put himself. He thought he was like when they asked Michael Jordan the question, how do you feel about people killing over your shoes? And he like, I understand that's a part of it, but Republicans buy shoes too. And when he said that shit right there, Holmes, that was like him taking sides with the white folks.
It's not the same thing. And
Floyd fucked up.
Floyd and Michael Jordan is not the same thing, and I'm gonna tell you this why. And my main reason why is not the same thing. First of all, you have a fucking high-end fucking whatever you want to call that bullshit. Come out with the half black face, right? With the lips. Yeah. Half. They say, well, it's a little bit racist. And then right after that, you have some other fucker come out with a noose around their fucking neck on the runway. Yeah, knowing well the heat that somebody else got. They doing the reason why they doing that shit because they know you niggas won't do shit. That's the reason why.
They feeling power.
You niggas ain't about nothing. You niggas ain't about nothing. All you do is fucking talk and run your fucking mouth.
Hey, Big Home, let me tell you something right quick. Listen, one thing is like, okay, you get to talking, you get to moving. How many niggas gonna move with you? You just be a nigga moving along, and then this is something I feel like this is something that started with Martin Luther King. We shouldn't have been trying to integrate. We should have been trying to separate and get reparations, but we integrated, and when he fell, ain't nobody took his spot. So now that's decades of bullshit that's now, to a sense, in your conscious. It's built into you, embedded into you. This is a Willie Lynch syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
That shit ain't. It ain't. Look,
it's a Willie Lynch syndrome. How do you break the child? How do you break the family?
It ain't the Willie Lynch syndrome. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Over the fucking years, if you look at how these urban cities has been developing over time, the crack, all types of drug epidemics, the music, gentrification, all this stuff.
Yes,
they have. It ain't the Willie Lynch. It ain't so much the Willie Lynch syndrome. People don't understand for a very long time there was only so far that X amount of black people can get ahead.
Exactly.
Because it was just the way it was. Something
Why?
Like in life, because they don't want you to.
Because it's the Willie Lynch syndrome. It's a system that they got in place, folks.
The Willie Lynch syndrome
is how do you break a black man? First off, you take away their leaders and you silence them, and everybody else is on a accord.
The thing about it is the black folks ain't never been broken. The problem ain't no shit. The problem is that my
grandma sacrificed her education to take care of her family. I'm talking about at 13 years old. So my grandma wasn't even allowed to get the same rights that we have that certain people had to fight for. Where are them folks now? Where the folks fighting for us now?
But that's not the Willie Lynch syndrome because your grandmama wasn't fucking broken.
No, she wasn't broken, but I'm saying she could have been better. So when you sit there and you say is limits of us to be able to get to certain places, that was the limit for her. She wasn't eligible to get certain grants and get certain things, to do certain things, and her family wasn't. They was poor. Why was they poor? Because they was in
what I was talking about. That's not what I was saying. What I was basically talking about, for a while, there was only so many limits we could go. Then over time, if you look at the drug epidemics and stuff like that, it fucked up a lot of families. And a lot
you can look at the drug epidemic, how they treating it now. How did they treating the drug? How they treating meth and heroin?
A lot of families ain't even still got out of that. And then when you start breaking it down, you start saying, why are all these schools closing? And then you start breaking it down. Why are these
Donald Trump?
Why are these? No, it ain't just because of him. Why are all these kids? Why are all these kids going to high school, listening to the same music, dressing the same, and all that other dumb shit?
I'm gonna tell you how it's Donald Trump while some of these schools are shutting down.
It ain't Donald Trump.
No, I'm telling you, in Mississippi, they had 32 nonprofit that was getting assistance from the government in the urban that was getting funded. It got cut it to 8,000 just in Mississippi. In Jackson, these is the urban Hattiesburg, Jackson, Clinton.
My point is, this shit been going on before this nigga. That's my.
But when he came in, that's why I get you. It's a system though.
It ain't just him. This shit been going on before this motherfucker. It ain't just him. You see what I'm saying? And then what I'm keep trying to tell these cats is, see, even Rob said all this was going on before this motherfucker. And what I'm basically trying to say is that if you look at everything that's surrounded around you, there's a gap of stuff that black people should know that rich white people know. And that's one of the number one problems is. And a secondary problem is that you can't just let your kids go to school and you not being there to teach them. Because some you think these guys are teachers, you think somebody else ain't teaching them when they ain't there, they friends teaching them and stuff like that. But you got to make sure, you got to question these cats to make sure that you know what's going on in the day-to-day in their life. And that's where a lot of parents involvement. That's what a lot of fucking parents don't do. They think just because these kids is out there getting A's and B's and stuff like that, don't mean that they ain't getting ran astray somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the big problem lies at. You got kids, you got grown-ups, that are kids teaching their daughters that it's okay to fucking twerk, taking videos. That they favorite rapper should be 21 Savage and these dumbass motherfuckers that don't mean them no good.
That listen how the music changed and who's in front of that. That ain't what the culture want. That's what they forcing down the culture throat. Real life shit. It's like this is what we want. No, this is what you forcing down their throat. And it's like with the youth, they are impressionable. They feel like this is the trend. They gonna go with it. They know this shit. So it's programming. But it like I say, it's Willie Lynch syndrome. It's just 2.0. Because like they were like, how do you break a black man? How do you break the black family? First, you humiliate the man to the woman, or you kill him. You know what I'm saying? So the white woman would try to protect the kids, and she would force feed this bullshit down the kids' throat until they susceptible to it.
We all know about the Willie Lynch syndrome.
I know what I'm saying, but this is 2.0. Now they're doing it with the television and with the music.
It's not 2.0. To me, it's not 2.0. It's not the Willie Lynch syndrome. It's the you ain't teaching your kids shit syndrome.
No, listen, big homie. I just sit there and say you can't speak for like what you do with your child. That's your child. I'm one man. If we ain't moving in a hole, we are still products. Because some people that ain't getting out that situation.
We all know you can have fucking 3 kids and teach them the same way, and they all ain't gonna come out the same.
But it's all in the effort. But I'm saying you can't speak for the next man. You doing it.
What I'm saying is this: when you look at majority of black people, and when you see them raising their kids, what do you fucking think is going on?
Hey, I don't care how other people raise their kids. I know how I'm gonna raise mine. That's my point. I can tell another man, bro. You shouldn't tell your son, bro, right now to go fight that man. Go tell your son to find out what the problem with that man. If that man don't like him, nigga, tell your son to.
That's not my point. No, I understand your point, but that's not my point. You said it's Willie Lynch 2.0. I'm saying it's not. I'm saying it's teach your goddamn kids right.
Listen, what effect that's gonna have?
I ain't done yet. You saying I ain't worried about nobody else's kids, but how you gonna say that and then say it's Willie Lynch 2.0?
Let me make my point.
Wait a minute, because I'm not done making my point. You're saying it's Willie Lynch 2.0. Then you go and say that you're not teaching. You're not worried about how somebody else is teaching their kids, but you're saying it's Willie Lynch 2.0. But in order for you to find out and recognize that it's Willie Lynch 2.0, you got to be paying attention to how somebody else raising their kids, because that's the only way you can find out and know.
You pay attention to the trends. You pay attention to the trends, and you remember when you was a kid. Do you do the same thing you do when you was a kid, big homie?
No, they not. Because I'm
talking to you right now. Do you do the same thing you do when you was a kid?
When I was a kid, raised up in a predominantly blood neighborhood, nigga, you can get caught as a kid sagging your fucking pants. You couldn't get caught trying to act like you in a gangbang. You couldn't get
GD
caught.
folk, GD folk. Listen, we got laws and policies where you couldn't do that. Same thing.
Now my question was, if you're gonna say that if it's not willingness 2.0, that you ain't, and okay, good, you said that. And you saying you ain't paying attention to nobody else's kids. How can you say that when you ain't paying attention? Hold up.
I'm to the point. I said that to the point of you saying, hold up. I'm saying it to the point of you saying, raise your kids. I can raise my kids, but what is that doing for the other kids? The kids that's around my kids. I'm just showing my son how to get. That ain't helping the community.
That's but that's what I'm saying. My whole point was that when my whole point was a question that I asked you, and the question that I asked you was, what do you see majority of the time when you're seeing some black folks raising their kids? What do you see? I'm not talking about you there.
This is what I see. I see parents trying to be friends with their kids instead of being parents. This is what I see. Because they don't like the strictness. I've seen a lot of kids get away with a lot of things that when I was young, and it built me out of respect, because I was raised in Jackson, Mississippi, Canton, Mississippi, the straight South. And a kid couldn't walk up to a adult when they in mid-conversation and stop their conversation. But get to acting a fit in public. It was certain things that happened, and I'm looking at the way the law, the way the land. You can't even discipline your kids the way. No, it's abuse. Some of it was abuse, but not all of it.
That's the only thing I was asking for.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I was asking for, because like that's the problem that I was trying to make. That is the problem. It ain't the Willie Lynch syndrome for as far as what I see. It's the ability of some of these parents out here to teach their kids, and because that's the reason why I said that other people are teaching them, like they friends, these teachers and stuff like that, and that's the reason why I was saying you got to be more involved. And the reason why you got to be more involved, because if more people were acting as responsible adults, then it would be better, because it takes a village to teach a child.
Exactly. And it takes a village to raise a child too, because when you like you just sit there and say, when you send them to school, what is they teaching them? We all got to be on the same accord. We all on the same accord. When we sit here and I say that the books in Jackson, Mississippi are from 1989, and then if I can come here to Denver, Colorado, where there's a bigger population, and these are two capitals of this United States, and they getting taught different, I have a problem. The population of black folks in Denver, Colorado is less than 1%. But the population of black folks in Jackson, Mississippi, or Mississippi, is around the 80s and high 80s and 90s. So that's the point I'm trying to say. That's the Willie Lynch syndrome. You get bred into it, and then it becomes a habit. And when it becomes a habit, because this was brought on to you, now it's time for the coning. It also said when you let them free, you give them money where they don't become valuable to nothing. You give them valuable to nothing, but you also allow them to be a part of your economy. If the way Martin Luther King shit there made him a stance, and that's why they killed him. He was able to organize black folks to affect these white folks and their money. I mean, that's what he did with the boycotts and shit. When he did that with the buses and they was walking, and they did it by the millions. That's a statement. That's a statement. You hit them in their pockets. That's how you start hurting them. And when you start hitting them in their pockets and you by yourself, they're gonna kill you. You gotta move.
I mean, but that's how it always been, man.
Anything we do, that's what the government.
Even with white people, they get it too. They get knocked off too. If they try to reach too far. But like, I was just trying to, my opinion is, I don't believe in the Willie Lynch syndrome right now.
I feel you, fam. I feel you.
It's just because it's a you gotta like basically
it's like saying that us not getting reparations for what happened to our ancestors, no financial gain. When they got a financial gain for what they did to our ancestors, it's not affecting us. But all that was from the Willie Lynch syndrome. I swear to God, slavery was Willie Lynch. The ideology and the way they let us go.
We all know what slavery
was. Time for us trying to hurt them in their pockets.
We all know slavery was the Willie Lynch syndrome, but the main problem is that when it comes to reparations, that in my opinion, that you shouldn't even worry about is
they gave it to the Jews.
No, they didn't give it to them. They still
for the Holocaust. They gave them motherfuckers $10 billion.
No, they didn't give it to them. They still giving it to them.
Yeah, they still giving it to them, but what are we getting?
They
We
giving
get
it
listen like when a single woman that's on welfare, but she got 3 kids and working at McDonald's because she can't get a fucking job in her damn field. My ex-wife was a drafter. You understand what I'm saying? I was in the
out.
streets, nigga, and then when I went to jail, it got harder for her. So what I'm trying to say, I wasn't built like her, but she went to school, did everything that's supposed to be right, and she didn't get the opportunity. Was working here and had to get judged. But if you go look at the damn dog, the people that's on welfare, it's white folks, but they try to make it seem like it's black folks.
I mean,
Come
but
on, man.
that's
I'm just saying that it's just
it's
like when
not,
they
it's just I think part of that is just it's
program
no,
imagery.
and it's not really program imagery. It's how would you call it? Prejudice. It's prejudice. Like you got to think about
Yes,
something.
but they do it. They get it there. Listen, a child can't be born with prejudice. It's taught.
Exactly, but the whole
And
thing.
how do you sit there and you
Well,
promote your
like,
propaganda?
look, man, it's just my opinion. You know what
I
I'm
feel.
saying? It's just my opinion. And the only reason
Oh,
why
I
I'm
don't. I'm
saying
not
that is
disagreeing with you, folks. We
because,
we vibing.
there it's an assumption. It's an assumption that since you are black, that since it's an assumption that what they see is that majority of black people are impoverished, that majority of them should be on welfare. It's basically, like if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. You see what
And
I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
tell you, it's listen, and that's the image they shape. But I said, but my wife wasn't on that shit. My ex-wife wasn't on that shit. Cause I said I was out there getting it. So before I don't want them in my business. So I don't even want no food stamps. I don't get food. I pay for my food, pay for my gas. I'm gonna take it slow and steady. Now I'm not doing none. When I was young, I was out there, but I wasn't studying that help then. Just because I felt like, bro, I didn't want to be in no stereotype. I didn't want to be class. That was being done. Now I'm young. Now I'm older. Now I know whatever it takes to get to my ultimate goal. I gotta use that. I gotta put my pride to the side. But coming up young, I still had the mindset I ain't want no welfare, I ain't want no handout. I'm gonna go get it. And if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna take it from you. Period. Now I'm
Man, let's
older, a
get back
little
to
bit
boxing,
wiser.
man. Let's get back to boxing.
Yeah, let's get back.
Yeah. What else we got here, man? We got what's up with these WBC rankings, man? Somebody said some shit about that.
Oh no, I got a question. Who is Stavern fighting? I forgot who he supposed to
Joe
be
Joyce?
fighting. Man, I think he gonna beat the fuck out of George Joyce.
Man, it's gonna be a good fight, man. I try to tell folks, man, if it's just Stavern from the first Wilder fight, it's gonna be Stavern. But if it's that second guy, he gonna get beat.
Stavern knew he couldn't fuck with him.
No, I don't think it was that because he went all 12 rounds. I think the
I'm
mother.
talking about the second fight. The second fight, Stavern knew he couldn't fuck with him.
I think Stavern, if he was in shape like he was for the first fight,
He would have been better.
yeah, I think it would have been a better fight
How much
because
shape he need in 2 years?
well, the motherfucker wasn't doing nothing but eating jerk chicken and oxtails.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was in the gym like he was supposed to be in the gym. And I think that when he came in that second fight, man, he thought Deontay Wilder was gonna fill him out a little bit, and he got caught.
Man, 3 times.
You know what I'm saying? So, am I like if it's the first dude, yeah, I think it's gonna be.
But no, I don't. Man, I seen George Joyce in his last fight, and what card was that on?
I
Was
forget.
that,
He didn't
I
look too
don't
great.
know if that was on the Wilder card. Was that on the Wilder card?
I forget.
It was all knockouts. Yup, George Joyce was the first fight on the Wilder card, the Wilder Fury card.
He don't look all that.
That dude, damn near, he hurt George Joyce, and I'm like, both these niggas are like, he just caught that dude. I ain't see George Joyce hitting him with. When he hit him, he caught him with something.
Yeah, but Joe Joyce,
His
man,
delivery was ugly. Boy, he open.
that dude.
I forgot the dude's name. He had, I don't know what he was. I'm like, okay, but he was bigger than George Joyce. He was like cut up a little darker. He hit him. He wobbled him, but George Joyce recovered and then knocked him out in the first round. And I'm like,
yeah,
after he called Ortiz, I said he don't want no motherfucking Ortiz. So Bermain, I think Bermain can get him regardless, first or second, because I don't think he gonna see that second one. It's just like when Wilder hit him that first time, like, man, this nigga stronger than he was the first time. Maybe his hand was fucked up. Then he popped him again. He knocked him out the third time with his hands up.
yeah. Battle Hub. Yeah, Joe Joyce is. it's too slow. But I don't see Joe going that far, man. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why he fighting Stavern because of his layoff.
And it's got to be 12. Is it 12?
12 what?
It's 12 rounds. Is it 12?
I don't think so because
maybe Stavern is fucked up.
I don't think it's 12 rounds. I don't think it is because I don't even know if Joe Joyce had a 12 rounder yet.
His last one was 6 and he knocked him out in the first.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even think he getting. I don't even think because it does make sense if it could be a 12.
But I'm just saying 12. The only reason I say 12 because Bermain is a 12-round fighter. He has fought at 12, so maybe they'll meet at 10 or something. Maybe 10.
Man, BoxRec ain't saying if it's gonna be that or not. BoxRec ain't saying if it's gonna be a 12. Ain't got nothing about.
He said 10 for non-title fights. Rob Sports Lee said 10 rounds for non-title fights. Likely they don't get stopped. He's slow as well, but Joyce is raw.
Yeah, I don't know how many rounds. Nah, it's a 12-round contest.
12 rounds, boy, that's gonna be interesting. Because listen, I don't think he can go.
Hold up now, but this is from BoxRec, so
yeah, it might be some.
I don't know. But hold up, hold the fuck up. 1 minute. So Bermain, where is he fighting out of? Okay, cool. I'm about to say because I clicked on the about on BoxRec, and it says O2 Arena Kingdom Commonwealth British Empire heavyweight title.
Who? Oh, Joyce.
Yeah, it's a 12. It's a 12 rounder. It's a 12
rounder. It's vacated.
I don't know. Because I don't care about the Commonwealth shit.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think he got nothing right now.
Yeah, he probably don't. But the thing about it is that is this guy's first 12 rounder?
Yes, it is. That I know of. He been in like 6-7 fights.
Yeah.
The last one wasn't 12 when he was scheduled for 12. So I was like maybe 10. I could see that. But if it's 12, I don't see Joyce getting out that bitch unless he think he gonna knock Stavern out early.
Battle Hub says Stavern is likely to get you already got the 10 rounds from Rob. Okay. Yeah. Battle Hub says Stavern is likely going to get stopped. In my opinion, he's slow as well, but he's not good at beating height. He also said that I think he said I don't think Joyce beats Efe Ajagba or Daniel. Nah. I don't think he does either. I think that would have been. I think that the reason why they didn't have him fight Daniel or Efe Ajagba because I think right now they think that those are the guys in his year groups that later on down the road they could kind of make something out of that.
How old is Efe?
Efe, I know he ain't old as Joe Joyce.
Yeah, Joyce old. That's Baby Wilder if you look at him though.
No, I don't say that.
I like his style. He got a little sharpness in him.
Yeah, but he rough around the edges in my opinion.
No, I said Baby Wilder. He like Wilder, young Wilder.
Nah, it's without
the power. He still ain't got the power as Wilder.
He ain't got the head move. He ain't got
the head movement.
He ain't got no head. He ain't not really. He be getting tagged.
He going in like a robot. You right. He do going in like a robot a little bit. Throw them bitches. But his
power shots don't even look like they landing that hard because.
That's what I said. They look sharp. They look sharp.
Yeah, he's 24.
24. Oh yeah, he got time. He gonna George ain't gonna never fight that boy.
Efe is about to fight. He gonna fight next month on the 9th. Amir Mansour.
Who is that?
Amir Mansour. The motherfucker that he old. Amir Mansour. Let me see how old he is. I just clicked on it. I think he almost 40 or 40.
Oh.
Amir Mansour. Amir Mansour is 46. 46. He started boxing late though, so he started boxing late. So
he's 46.
Yeah, he's 46.
Man, that's a win. I ain't gonna call it easy, but that's a win. Them boys step up in competition, but Joyce, I think he more clout than anything.
Who, Joe Joyce?
Yeah, I think he clout.
I don't, you know, I think Joe Joyce is looking at this fight as if he's as you know,
A step up.
it is a step up for him, but he's stepping up. Like I hate it when he's 46. He's 40 fucking 6, man. I just don't understand. Like, you know, that's what these cats do, though. You know, they sit up here. There's other guys that can fight. There's other guys that they can sit there and fight. You know what I'm saying? And they just like
that's why I fuck with Scrapbook.
That's around their age, and the first thing they fucking do is like you fighting these old fucks. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to get ranked, but if you look at the grand scheme of things, you padding your record.
That's it. They just padding their record till they go to a fight with points, and then they don't lose them many points because of their record. That's all that is. Man, that's why I fuck with Scrapbook Boxing. He showed all the record. Man, bro, them old fights, them boys going 170 some fights.
Okay, you ain't doing that shit no more.
Man, I ain't nowhere near that shit. This shit watered down, man. So these niggas need to come on down and fight the best.
Here. You won't even get sanctioned for that. You won't even get sanctioned for not even half of them fights. They be like, nope. And then how many fucking scans your ass gonna have to get? Nope. Shit.
Boxing a different game, man.
Yeah, but like I was saying, you know, they patent their records, man, and it's just funny though because, come on, dude, Joe Joyce fighting Bermane Stiverne. Bermane is 40-something years old. You know what I'm saying? I think he's 40. Let me look. He's 40-something years old. I know that 40-something years old.
Cause I used to be man. I don't even care if a nigga got their Ogon on their record. If they a good fighter and consistent fighter, bro, that's what the game boxing posted. We got to get back to that. Period. Because motherfuckers are too scared to lose their zero.
Damn, BoxRec don't even put Bermane Stiverne's age on his hoe. Like they trying to hide that hoe. They're like,
oh, was Bermane.
He was born in 78.
Damn.
Yeah, homie, he 40.
41.
Yeah. Maybe. So, you know, when you think about it, that's what they do. They patent their record. He ain't gonna go out there and fight Daniel. Like I said, Daniel, like anybody in his age group, that's supposed to be prospects because then it's gonna break up the whole money. They're
gonna knock them out their career.
Possibly they the next guys. You know, after Wilder and Fury and AJ, they the next dudes.
They the next up.
Yeah. So, but if you look at any section of bodies, there's guys that are around that's their age and stuff like that. But you know, people want to get on Wilder about patenting his record, or allegedly patenting his record. But the thing about it is that the motherfucker wasn't a boxer. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a boxer. He was a fucking beer delivery dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wilder, bro. I swear to God, I got on this boy around 2016, and I seen him knock somebody out on Showtime. He wasn't even the main event. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? And I just been on him ever since, bro. And it's like, okay, I'm ready to see him. I'm like, what? That's some bitch shit. And then you hear the comments, like, it ain't no way y'all gonna put that on Wilder. And they do it every time, bro. It's like Wilder is the most hated that I can sit there and think of because it's like he gets hate that's unjust.
Yeah. Like I said, man, if Wilder, these motherfuckers better hope to God that Wilder don't get that jab and that left hook right. They better hope to God.
He's getting it right. He just went in there trying to knock Fury out. I got all the confidence in Wilder gonna do what he gotta do. And I think Fury felt that way too. Because if anything, Deontay felt like Fury was the bomb.
I think he almost in his 40s too, Arthur.
Oh, George about 30, 33.
He looked like he old.
He like 30, 33. He old though.
Joe Jordan?
Yeah, he about 30, 33.
Somebody already said how old he was. I think somebody already said he's 33.
Yeah.
I think he's 33. That sounds about right. He in his 30s. I know that much.
Yeah, he old. I'm saying he up there in Deontay Wilder age, and he ain't nowhere on his level, nowhere near the top heavyweight level. So I'm like, that nigga ain't never fighting FA. He ain't never fighting FA. If he do, it's a money fight.
Shit, we all gonna have gray hair about time he fight.
He on his back foot in 46.
He gonna be 56 by the time that fight happened. I'm joking.
You got the beer? Text you, yeah. You good.
Yeah, I can. I'm about to make me a drink too when I get off this thing. Yeah, man. But you know, Arthur Spilka, man, that dude, he could have beat Adam Konecki if he wasn't busy trying to fucking play around the motherfucking ring with his ass and ended up getting caught. That motherfucker got caught.
He was showboater.
He started showboating
because he tried to showboat against Wilder a little bit.
Yeah, and well, he didn't get clipped.
Got that hands around God around his head. Yeah, hello.
Arthur Spilker stuck his motherfucking chin at Adam Konaki and got it knocked off.
Mm.
Yeah, he tried to back up with his hands down and trying to show off. And Adam Konaki, you know, he always go forward. He didn't expect him to go forward, and he knocked his ass out. Fucking dummy.
Hey, I want to see Anthony Joshua do that to Deontay since he a bomb. But you see, slowly but surely getting Deontay Wilder respect a little bit.
Oh yeah, and they all giving it to him because they know, they know, and the thing about it is that they can't hide it. They try so hard to sit up over there and you know, pad their feelings and stuff like that, and mask themselves and stuff like that. It just spews out of them. They can't help for it to just come up out of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he's doing these interviews, they can't help it but to talk about Deontay Wilder. They could be talking about their career. Don't have to bring them up, and they'll bring them up. They bring them up just because they know that it's their opportunity to try to get a one up.
That's it. That's it. Say some shit and get on down.
Rob said Arthur Spilker hasn't been the same since Wilder flatlined him. Literally, man, his wife was crying like a motherfucker. All you hear is screaming. I was like, damn.
Hey, that was one of my favorite knockouts because he caught his ass. It didn't even see it coming, and it looked like it probably wasn't even as strong as Wilder can hit you. He probably caught him with like a little lollipop. Gave him a little lollipop.
What he say? The proof is in the banana pudding.
Hey man, Fury got that long count.
Oh yeah,
but he shouldn't got up. But he got up. That nigga know he can't do that again. He like, that man hit me late. His power didn't diminish. No.
The thing about it is, the only reason why he didn't go to sleep was because I don't think Wilder hand was. I think his arm was still fucked up. The motherfucker can't even get it.
He said, hey, Wilder still got his power, but he know listen, he probably thought if Wilder hand was like still healing.
It was his elbow. It was his I think he had like surgery on his elbow.
That shit hurt, huh? Them sharp pains every time you hit a nigga.
Yeah, think about though, fucking Manny Pacquiao couldn't beat Mayweather with an injury. He made excuses.
Exactly. I don't even think he was hurt. I don't think he was hurt
either. I don't think it was either. I think that motherfucker was he had to come up. Well, you know what? From his personality, I give him from his personality, the way he speak and stuff like that.
I watched that whole damn fight, man.
I'm just saying from what he says, I give him the benefit of the doubt.
Man, Real Warriors, listen, he could have pushed that back a little bit.
I give him the benefit of the doubt, but like, you know, somebody like, you know, Fury, I wouldn't give him the benefit of the doubt because his like,
hurt, man. Who hurt him?
Especially, no, I don't care. With Fury, I would
listen. This nigga shows you proof, nigga. Doctors ain't finna do this shit. They can lose their license. Niggas don't understand how serious that medical shit is, nigga. You sit there and you write your name on some shit, nigga, on Boston and fraud as a false report.
I understand how HIPAA works, but the thing about it is what I'm trying to say is that the reason why I wouldn't trust Tyson Fury or whatever he fucking say.
No, I ain't talking about Fury. I'm talking about how Wilder when they showed the picture of him with his sling and with his cast up to down into his shoulder. Well, he's showing, I had did this right before Fury and still fought him.
Yeah, but nobody questioned it.
You can't because it's facts, nigga. I'm saying, bro, a motherfucker about to go behind that shit.
Even without the facts, nobody questioned it because Tyson Fury got knocked down twice.
Yeah.
So you couldn't even say you couldn't say nothing about it. Nobody wanted to even test it because that would have been like,
honest to God, Deontay Wilder's a fucking animal, bro. I'm just thinking about people I ran across in my life, never ran across him, just seeing and like all that shit true. That nigga's a motherfucking animal. You'd think a nigga will slow down.
Hey Rob, you're correct, but what I think they allowed him to get shot up. I don't think it was torn like that, but I think they probably gave him an exemption. They probably gave him an exemption
if they can shoot up.
Yeah, they probably gave his ass an exemption because you got to think about though.
You can't complain.
You get this motherfucking exemption, or you lose or are you gonna lose this money? You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
bro, I never torn it. I kind of like bruised that motherfucker. That shit hurts.
Yeah.
Like folks said, you tear that bitch, nigga. Like exemption or not, nigga, you ain't. That nigga was in there, but he couldn't throw it. He tried to think too much, except for just going what he doing now, throwing it rapidly. But he knew he couldn't do that with Floyd. Floyd gonna dance around and pop him, but fuck Floyd.
I mean, he can eat
You
a
know what I'm
dick.
saying? Real life shit. Listen, I don't even want to talk about that dude no more.
Yeah, that's what I be. That's what I'm trying to tell folks, man. Leave him and Kovalev alone. Yeah, Ron Boy. I'm sorry, Ron Sportsman Lee said Manny full of it. Yeah, he full of it, man. It's just that's just the way it is, man. It's like,
Hey, you think Manny gonna fight any of these young fighters?
I think he would. I think he would. The problem is that as these young
All
fighters,
these young niggas want him.
is these young fighter promoters gonna let him?
Man, all these young niggas want Manny because they know that's a big fight, and they feel like I know Errol know he feel like he can knock him out.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
They want that, and then Terrence said
like
he wanted it, and then Pacquiao came out and said, I heard Terrence wanted it, but it's promoted in it. I think Bob Arum the only nigga in history that be on that bullshit.
I told you. I mean, we already know.
He feel like if I'm not controlling the narrative, fuck all you
I don't think
niggas.
it's that. I don't think it's the control of the
So with
narrative.
Don King.
I think what his ass is, I think that he
Don King is willing to throw that money a little bit though.
I think Bob is trying to stick to his script, but you can't stick to his script in boxing. You know what
No,
I'm
you
saying?
gotta change.
Because you know, it's every given month there's something new coming up. Somebody popping on the piss test. There's somebody getting hurt. Somebody ducking somebody. Somebody going to a new network. You can't do that shit, man. And so this dude, and then at that time is, you know, you might as well take the Manny. You might as well take the Manny fight because you screw Terrence Crawford over. Try to get him some more money in his pocket before Manny Pacquiao gets too fucking old.
Man, Manny old. Manny old. I don't think. Listen,
Yeah, we still got some spunk in him, but what I'm saying is the motherfucker's about to retire. How many fights you think he gonna fight? Like one more, two
I
more?
know he gonna probably fight a couple more because listen, motherfucker think I hated on Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner supposed to got that nigga out of there. He might be the weakest nigga in that division, but I still think a 28-year-old Adrian Broner should have whooped fucking Pacquiao.
Yeah, but
Period.
it, yeah, but
He
shit.
didn't. So
You let
I think Pacquiao got a lot more than we think he got in his tank, bro. He probably got 3 more years.
go if but I don't really I don't think Manny
Probably.
work in like a lot of people think he did. I think the fight was close.
I didn't think it was close. I thought after the 6th and the 7th,
I thought a lot
nigga,
of people
Adrian lost it,
I
and
thought
then he was close and he was leaving it
because
because
I'm
like
saying this because like after the fifth or sixth round, they tell you they
no
tell the
fuck what they
corners
tell.
they tell the corners if they're winning or not on the scorecards. They
Yeah.
tell them exactly where they're at. And I think that this motherfucker let off the gas.
Listen. You know how the scorecards came down? It was a landslide.
Yeah, but
Motherfuckers say Adrian Broner might won 3 rounds in the whole damn fight. So at that time, they should have came back telling me he was losing.
I'm talking about after the 56th round, I'm telling you, they do tell you where you at.
I'm just saying they said Adrian Broner won 3 rounds in the whole damn fight. So around the 6th and the 7th, Adrian Broner corner should have been coming back telling nigga, you need to
Well,
knock
is
this
that from
nigga
the
out.
official scorecards or some Letterman shit?
I don't know what it is, but I just know whatever they came back and told Adrian Broner wasn't what the fucking scorecard said. Because he didn't fight the same.
So
And
Rob Sportsman Lee got a question. He says, "Who gives Wilder that massive bag?"
bruh, I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's Anthony Joshua, but it's like Fury could put himself in position, but it gotta be now. It's Anthony Joshua now. But if Luis Ortiz somehow get his hand on a belt, I don't think he got the notoriety to make the name. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest with the payday. So it's only Anthony Joshua to me that's gonna give him that bag.
I think what he probably got to reward it, but I think
Oh,
Wilder.
who gonna get the massive bag? I hope Al Heyman is Showtime. Would you take 200 million from the zone? Yo, Mike. Screen fucking up, probably.
I think my chat just messed up. Okay, cool. It's good. I'm just waiting for King Louis. So, anyways, guys, who gives Deontay Wilder the bag? Hey, King Louis, something happened, man. It kicked you out. You got to get back in. I think Wilder is going to get his own bag on himself by himself. I think he's going to get his own bag. But yeah, it's gonna be on Showtime. But I think Wilder's gonna get his own bag. I don't think he's gonna need a contract or anything with anybody to get out there and make this money. And the reason why I'm saying that is that he has the potential to create a 1 million pay-per-view. You there?
I'm back, bro.
All right, let me hit it again. Oh yeah, I didn't hear what you were saying.
No, I said when you clarify who's gonna get in the big bag, I said I feel like, would you take 200 million from the zone?
I wouldn't.
I think I'll take it. It depends how many fights. Because I just like this here, that ensures the AJ fight. Cause the zone one thing, Eddie Hearn and the zone got two different agendas. Eddie Hearn just trying to get rich. The zone trying to take over America and get the big fights. So that'll probably ensure if Anthony Joshua's on the zone, they'll make that fight happen. And they give Deontay Wilder that 200 million. It ain't nothing he can do to get out this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
The reason why I wouldn't take that 200, because they're not, like I keep saying, they're not gonna give you that 200 and then make you in control of put you in control of your own decision.
It's not putting you in control, but Anthony on the zone. You be on the zone then, and you be getting paid.
Hold up, but that don't mean you're gonna. But the whole thing about it is that you don't know what the contract that the zone has with Matchroom Boxing, because they making it seem like on Front Street as if Edward Hearn,
the zone gonna drop Anthony Joshua.
They're making it seem like on Front Street like Edward Hearn has some type of say on who Canelo fights for 365 mil. And then if I was Wilder, I'd be like, you giving this dude 365. And
I kind of do though, just because you're making Anthony Joshua fight in America right now.
I'm supposed to be you supposed to get this guy 365, but I'm the guy that's getting a million views on Showtime. I'm the guy that's getting 365. Maybe a little bit more than that with the rematch with this guy, and that people are speculating a 1 million pay-per-view buy. I'm not taking no 200 from them cats.
Bro, you in the same building now. Y'all under the same shit. The zone can get them fucking real views, and they can compare that shit. No, I'm talking about, listen, I'm saying, because is AJ signed to the zone?
No.
What?
I don't think he signed it. No, I think he signed a
match. Well, I say, if Matchroom give him 200 million, will you take it?
I just told you no. And I just
Matchroom, you wouldn't take it from Matchroom either?
I just told you why.
Why?
Because the simple fact is that nobody is giving you 200 mil so you can go around here and pick who you fight. You think that if you look at the track record of Edward Hearn, if you look at the track record of him, how long you gonna make Deontay Wilder wait?
Hey, that's because they using this bullshit of the networks, nigga. Hold up, if it comes up from the head, this fight's gonna happen.
And not only that, and 200 mil for how many fights?
I think they'll trade Anthony Joshua for Deontay Wilder.
When Edward Hearn is already out here saying that Deontay Wilder versus AJ does 1 million pay-per-view buys, and he don't even want to make the fight because he wants to wait till it gets a little bit better, to where they can get more pay-per-view buys. And so if you looking at the Deontay Wilder,
I think they'll jump ship off of AJ for Wilder.
If you're looking at the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight, if they did 365 right now, what makes you think they can't do 4 to 5 to 600.
Honestly, whoever wins the fight of Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder gonna be the fucking face.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm saying. Why would you sign a contract with somebody when you can make
sure the fight happens?
When you could probably make 50 million. You could probably make 25 this fight, 50 million the next fight, and 100 million pay-per-views the next one. Why would you even sign that? Why would you even sign that? Because when you go and sign over that, like I keep trying to tell you, you're not gonna have a peace of mind. You're not going to have a peace of mind. You're not going to have no control over your creativity. You're not going to have control over your career. And there's no saying
you think you're going to choose AJ over Wilder.
And there's no saying when you're going to get that AJ fight because Edward Hearn will be in control.
How?
And look at his MO.
That's right. Now he's using his body that he's speaking for as the obstacle. I swear I feel like they'll trade. Man, they'll throw like, bro, this fight finna happen. Whoever the fuck win, we taking that side.
No, then
we just gonna make sure we get Deontay.
Matchroom boxing
ain't gonna do that though.
Matchroom boxing ain't in the business to just throw lucrative fighters away.
No, I just said that they ain't gonna do that. But I'm just saying, if you a smart businessman, I give him 100 million for one fight, Deontay Wilder. And then you allow AJ to have the fucking back end of the proceedings if he's such a big A side like y'all say he is. He can have it.
You're not gonna give him 100 million for one fight.
Listen, this come out y'all pocket. Y'all give us this. We know the zone giving y'all all this money. Give me 100 million for this one fight. AJ, y'all big star. If he beats me, that's why I said other than that, give me 200 million. A fight deal. I'll fight for Matchroom, but the fight gonna be in there. On the end of his career, on the end of AJ little contract, if it's a long contract, we fight now. We finna find out who the fuck it is. If not, I take 100 million right now.
They ain't gonna do that because the thing about it,
they ain't gonna do it. So I don't see. He might be right just being a free agent because they ain't gonna give him the money.
The zone wants Wilder to go over there, but you can't just have. They want him over there for X period of time, and the reason why they want him over there for X period of time so they can get the same amount of numbers that Showtime has been getting, which is 1 million pay-per-view, which is 1 million viewers on Showtime. That's what the zone.
I said Matchroom, not the zone. I changed it to Matchroom.
It's the same. The zone flourishing is in the best interest of Matchroom boxing.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think Matchroom's stealing money from the zone.
I don't think they're stealing money from the zone. I don't think you can't steal for somebody that's willing to give the money up.
They're giving the money up under the contract now. They negotiate. They are contracting, negotiating.
They're giving the money up. They're giving the money up. And they're giving the money up to the boxers, not to Edward Hearn, because obviously, if you see what's been going on, motherfuckers been.
No, the zone gave the money to Canelo. Matchroom didn't have nothing to do with that. Matchroom, what is Matchroom giving AJ? We don't know.
Check this out. If Edward Hearn gets fucking caught, doing some shit like that with the zone, how would you think the zone would feel?
They fuck because they contractually obligated, and the only thing they can do is just end the contract, and then Matchroom can go ahead and continue to do the business.
That's why I don't think Edward Hearn is doing that. What I'm saying is that
you think, listen, he fucks with Showtime. He still puts certain fights on Showtime. Once he done fucking the zone, he can make his fighters just fight strictly on Showtime. They don't need the zone.
They pay for that. You can't just have fights.
How can they pay for that? How they gonna have to pay for the zone, giving them $1 billion, expecting something?
It ain't. I'm just saying. It ain't even $1 billion yet, but it's
the zone want the big fight. Told Matchroom go get the Charlos. They go get the Charlos.
No, they don't just like I keep trying to say. They don't just want the big fights. They want them over there for a period of time, and the reason why it is because they have to
offer them the money. They give them the money to offer them. You think Charlos would have turned down $100 million?
Can I finish?
Go ahead, bro.
Because you can't just give somebody $100 million without no money coming in. You got to have the revolving subscribers.
The zone is the money.
No, you got to have the revolving subscribers because most folks, they're going to get the first fight for free.
Bro, you paying these niggas to get your shit off the ground, bro. You can't get off the ground without these motherfuckers. You got nobody's over here.
Dude, and that's the reason why I'm saying they want to lock them in for X amount of
But that's what I'm saying. When Charlo and them was on like this here, he told Eddie Hearn to get them as much money as they want. Go get them. He didn't know. He like, that's too much money. They asked for too much money. It wasn't that they wasn't considering it. They just wanted to be paid. That's not even his money. This is the zone's money.
But what did I tell you?
This is the zone's money. He's keeping fucking the zone.
He didn't fuck him. They didn't fuck them.
That's what he's fucking him.
No, he didn't fuck them. He didn't fuck them. That was the zone had. They could have made their fucking choice. Edward Hearn made a decision to say, well, their market value up over there to do this and do that. How many viewers they get for per fight and blah 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 whoop. So he probably figured that it wasn't worth it. The thing about it is that then they end up getting Canelo. Then I believe they end up getting Triple G.
That's didn't get Canelo. DAZN got Canelo.
Oh, whatever. It's just whatever. Edward Hearn
entities, bro.
I know that, but if you listen, what I'm trying to tell you, that Edward Hearn somewhere involved is in control of what goes on, and you can't say he's not.
He is because how he had AJ and Canelo fight, but because that's all because of the money DAZN giving them to try to make sure.
That's what I'm saying. DAZN knows jack shit about fucking boxing. They know jack shit about boxing, and that's what I'm trying to tell people that. In my opinion, I believe with Canelo, fucking Edward Hearn has more say than what goes on than fucking Oscar De La Hoya.
For real, you think Eddie runs the zone?
No, I don't think he runs the zone. I think he
got
has
a big influence.
Of course, because he's the boxing promoter. The zone ain't no boxing promoter. So who do you?
And that's why I get to the point where I say Eddie fucking them because Eddie ain't giving them what they want.
No, he's not. He's not fucking over the zone. The zone is trying to get revolving subscribers, and that's the reason why they gave Canelo that amount of money. And that's the reason why the zone ended up giving Triple G X amount of money for X amount of fights because they figured that he'd take that. And not only that, he's not really viable over here like Canelo is.
Honestly,
because they're trying to get revolving subscribers. They can't.
I understand that. Who is back into the zone? Where's all this money coming from?
They have their own fucking money.
I'm not saying who are these dudes is just throwing this money up.
The zone is just not over here.
I know that. No, I'm talking about the dude that's giving the money for that project.
Let me explain. The zone is his own company. The zone is all around the world. They have a subscription-based streaming service. I don't know how much they pay in other countries, but here is $10. Now imagine what they get. Hold up.
Go ahead, bro. I'll let you talk.
Imagine what they're getting from Canada. Imagine what they're getting from South America and all these other countries that they're in. They have that much money to put in for it because they probably make $20 billion a year.
Okay. I'm just asking, well, who are they? I want to know who are they because dumb niggas got money to throw around.
Maybe they invested in cryptos. Maybe they invested in somewhere else. But you got to. But I'm
not questioning their money on tournament. I just want to know where they at just to throw money away like that because if, like you say, they don't know shit about boxing. Only I say Eddie Hearn getting them because he ain't giving them
the resident expert, and that's why I believe that if you think about it, and you don't see nobody else talking about the zone, but Edward Hearn. You don't see nobody else. You don't see nobody else damn near speaking on behalf of the zone.
Before all this bullshit happened, I would have downloaded the zone and paid for the Wilder versus AJ on fight before all this bullshit happened. Now they trying to flex that power shit. We just gotta let it be known they ain't taking over the United States because
hold on, man.
Trying to change how boxing is gone.
I'm gonna get off. Hey, King Louis, I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna go on over. Let me see if he's still alive. I'm gonna go on over there to World Breakers.
Hey, salute, brother.
Hold up. He's still alive. I'm going over to World Breakers, man. Plus, my old lady just got home, so if I don't get off this thing and pay some attention for a little bit, I get in trouble.
Yeah, me too, man. My wife gonna be here in a minute. I got you, bro.
Hey, man, I'll be back on tomorrow, man. If you want to get on, if I'm on, I just.
Hey, you know, man, me and you, we 1,000, bro. Hey, I like talking to a dude that's from the South because we got the same type of views to a sense.
I ain't from the South, man. I'm from San Diego.
Oh, you sound like you're from the South, folks. You got a southern, you know what I'm saying? You got a southern soul. Real talk.
Yeah. Hey, man, but I'll be back on. If I'm on later on tonight and you can jump on, Or
hey, bro, you know I'm gonna be here, man. If you on, get on, I'm here.
I probably got to get in the kitchen too.
Hey, bro, man. Salute.
All right, man. See you soon, bro.
Love, man.
Yeah, that.